they were all staying. So I called. I was getting all kinds of people on to, it was our anniversary of Fairways and Greens.
Well, sure it was.
Maybe 10-year anniversary, I don't know.
Not 10 years.
And I said, Jay, I'm just going to call the hotel and see if I can get some of these players just to wish us congratulations on a 10-year anniversary to Fairways and Greens.
Nice going.
And most of them did. 10, 12, 13 did.
Sure.
Got to Watson.
Oh, what?
I can't believe you're bothering me. I don't do things like that. I said, okay, all you got to do is say I don't have time for you. You don't have to scold me. But to call me and ask me to give you a congratulations? I said, well, I'm pretty sure you know who Jay Randolph Sr. is. This is Jay's kid who's doing the show. Just don't bother me ever again. How'd you get this number? I said, well, it's a hotel number. It's not hard to find, buddy.
Oh, you call him buddy.
So that was 2 times that he had a run with him, and I just kind of said, okay, well, I'm done with him.
Cut 5.
I enjoy astronomy.
What's your favorite galaxy, bro?
Probably the Milky Way.
Can you name any others?
Yeah.
His isn't one, too.
Honestly, I couldn't.
Big Dipper, Little Dipper.
But those
aren't galaxies.
Those aren't galaxies.
They're star clusters.
But they're not galaxies.
They could be.
They could be.
Iggy, keep going so we can play this as a replay 10 more times.
I said I'm a fan. That doesn't mean I know everything about it.
Well, you must know something about it to be a fan.
Intellectual
I gave you one.
Are just my jam.
I gave you the Milky Way.
Yeah, that's our galaxy, all right?
Yeah.
Aren't we part of the Milky Way?
Correct.
Well, it's still a galaxy.
Yeah.
You asked me for one, I gave you one.
Okay, give me your top 3.
No, there is no top 3.
You're a one galaxy dude.
Alpha Centauri.
That's a star.
I know it is. It's a big star, though.
I'm looking at
We're just naming things in space.
Well, it's astronomy.
And those were the cuts of the week.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with a great sponsor on TMA, and that is the Longo Biggs Injury Law Firm. But here is the thing. You hear injury law and you go, okay, well, that's all they do. But that is not necessarily the case.
Yeah, Tim, we also do workers' compensation cases, and those are obviously cases that comes from someone getting hurt while at work. But these cases are actually kind of tricky because workers' compensation cases are governed by their own set of laws, and they can be difficult to navigate. There's a lot of things people don't know. For instance, all your medical treatment has to be provided by your employer, and there's 2 different kinds of payments you need to be concerned about in a work comp case. One type is just getting paid for the time that you can't work, and the other is a settlement for the permanent injury that you have, which factors in various elements of your case, such as what body part and how severe it is. And this is where you need a knowledgeable work comp attorney to help you maximize your settlement. The insurance companies don't negotiate fair in these cases, and don't settle for less if you're hurt at work. Visit our website or Google Longo Biggs Injury Law.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and right now, this is a unique time with regards to the market. People are paying attention to interest rates, and I'm here with Ryan Kelly. And Ryan, what can you tell our listeners about this moment in American history?
Perfect time to buy a house.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And I know when I first say that, it just seems a little crazy. But think about this. Last year, $400,000 house, multiple offers coming in. You might have paid $450,000, $475,000 for that house. Now today, it's officially a buyer's market. So that $400,000 house, you might be able to get it for $375,000 or even $350,000. So when you think about that, knowing that you can get a house significantly less today than a year ago, I mean, that's a win-win, right? And mortgage rates are definitely a little higher than they were a year ago. But at thehomeloanexpert.com, we have a saying: you marry the house, you date the rate, you fall in love with the house. You're going to be there for a while, but chances are we'll refinance you and get that rate and that payment down low. So got questions, ready to get pre-approved? Let's talk. It all starts today at thehomeloanexpert.com.
Mother's Day is this weekend. Shopping for mom is always tough. What do you give to the person who has given you and your family everything? This year, give the gift that will mean more than anything, and give the gift that will last forever. And that gift is a Sound Story. Sound Story is a 1-hour interview professionally produced at the Hubbard Studios here in St. Louis. The way it works is your mom picks the date, the person she wants to do the interview, and then comes into the studio for a conversation about her life, the lessons she's learned, and the family she loves. And right now, for Mother's Day, enter promo code TMA for 20% off a Sound Story gift card at mysoundstory.com. With a gift card to Sound Story, you're able to take care of Mother's Day shopping in a matter of minutes, and you're able to give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Mom will love the experience of sharing her stories, and your family, both today and years from now, will love to have the stories saved forever. Just go to mysoundstory.com, enter promo code TMA at checkout, and save 20% off your Sound Story gift card, and give Mom the perfect Mother's Day gift. Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota, the presenting sponsor of Balloon Party on 101 ESPN, and the longtime 7 o'clock hour sponsor on TMA, and the official automotive provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. They have a secret number for our listeners to call or text with any questions or requests they may have. 314-252-0029. Call or text that number. Go shopping at stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
707 in St. Louis, you're listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Welcome to the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Elvin Vaughn, Action Jackson in for the COVID-stricken Ken Strode. Or is he just mad about the texts and emails we read? I don't know. Post away. And then the Plowhawk is sitting across.
Nice, Tim.
Across from us. And then guess who's in the Horton Watkins, now renamed the Seckman Studios? That's KG and O-Town.
Oh, he's back there.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he mans it well.
He does man it.
Yeah. And he's always ready. Whenever there's an opening, he pounces on it.
He won't be in tomorrow, though.
Oh, nuts.
Who do we bring in tomorrow? Prod Joe.
Oh, that'd be a treat.
I'm texting with him right now.
That would be outstanding.
He would
Wouldn't that be great?
That
if
would
he
be
just sat
awesome.
back there?
He would
That would be
never.
really weird if he sat back there. I would sit back there. But that would be...
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe I'll text him. Well, I've been texting with him all morning, actually.
That'd be great.
There has to be a lot that he's bitter
Prod Joe.
about.
I feel like...
No, we always talk about the doggies, actually, because we have Buster Olney at 10:05 on Balloon Party today. He's been very critical of the Cardinals. And Taylor Twellman on 10:30, so I always text with Prod Joe about his thoughts on the doggies. Because Prod Joe, you know what, Doug? He sees the pitch. You like that?
Yeah, and he can flat out hover above a desk when he talks about it, too. I've seen that firsthand. Didn't know that was going to be part of the show when he appeared on Sports Sunday, but it was.
Was that like a World Cup preview, like in 2010?
Something like
What was
that.
that? Yeah.
Something like
And then
that.
he
What
just
is the
levitated?
What's
Yeah.
the hovering? Went the chair too high?
He sat like Indian style, I think, and he wasn't really touching
Native
the chair.
American.
He was actually above the chair.
Come on. Yeah, Guardian style.
Guardian style.
And he just levitated?
Yeah, he appeared to be
He honestly
levitating
appeared to be
above the
levitating.
desk.
Let's see. Howard Thompson, Doug, is in the YouTube chat. Fellas, was there any thought given to Iggy hooking up via the laptop that Doug used last week? Or did the station not want it covered in seed?
Oh, man.
I think
Jackson, good choice on the hat today. You were basically glowing yesterday. I don't know what that means. That's Howard Thompson. What is the deal with your hat? And what hat were you wearing yesterday?
I wasn't wearing a hat yesterday. It was like the
Oh,
Golden
so I guess
Bear.
that's what it was. Oh, yeah, the Golden Bear, Doug. 1986 Augusta National.
Right.
Yes, sir. Wonderful.
We have similar heads of hair.
Talking about me, bro?
You and the Golden Bear?
Yeah.
What, he's 80s, 87 or so?
Well, yeah, but I'm talking like post-prime Golden Bear.
Well, I guess, yeah. Yeah.
When did he win the Masters? 86?
Well, he won it a number of times,
Yeah.
but
Right,
the famous
the
one is
famous
when he
one.
was my age, Doug, which shows that I still could win the Masters.
And back then they
46 years old.
thought it was absolutely ancient. How could anyone 46 even walk 18 holes, much less win the Masters? And now you don't think anything if someone's 46.
What, Phil, in 51 years old he won the PGA Championship?
Kiowa, yeah.
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 Hard to believe that was darn near 40 years ago.
And Jim Furyk
Gosh.
shot 58 as like a 50-year-old, right? Something like crazy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much of it's equipment, and
Right.
we'll spend more time on the 86 Masters coming up on the second half of Balloon Party today, kind of doing a retrospective.
Right.
Right club. Be the right club today.
that's my favorite golf moment.
Get involved on the program, the EDF group text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. EDF is sponsoring the Dotum pre-party. How do you do at Maggie O'Brien's a week from tomorrow? I mean, it's at this
it that
point, it's
soon?
Dotum season.
Yeah.
The Dotum presented by Michelob Ultras. We partner with the great Michael Wellington's charity Birdies for Bipolar. Also presented by Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota. And Family Golf, where you can catch me getting work in. Don't talk to me, though. I usually have a staff around me videoing my swing.
What about eye
TrackMan, of course,
contact?
set up. Eye contact's tough just because of the height thing. But it's also difficult because there's a team of people around me. Bob Rotella, Butch Harmon.
A lot of them are on walkie-talkies.
Brad Faxon.
One of these Brad Faxons in the short game area. EDF Group is sponsoring that pre-party, and here's what we got going. Number one, we have the Lisa Ann dating game, and I think that is our headline. And yesterday, what a submission, Jackson. You saw it. Breaking news, Doug. A lot of people have been waiting for caller Buzz and Scott's wrinkled ballsack. Don't worry about them anymore because Juan from PP Corp and his fiance have entered the Lisa Ann dating game.
Have they really?
He called her his fiance.
You like that?
Oh, I don't care for it.
I gotta say, I like it. Like the couple.
Yeah, really.
Probably a dangerous couple. Very dangerous in this tournament.
Are they the only ones in it yet?
I feel like we have more.
Yeah.
Who else is in this?
I would put caller Buzz at like 80% because he's
Team McKernan at InsideSTL.com if you want to participate. And then what you get is a dinner at Olive and Oak with Lisa Ann on either Thursday or Friday. I suppose it's up to the parties involved. I recall the Dotum last Thursday and Friday, and all five of us were ready to fall asleep right there at Normandy each day, but we couldn't on Thursday because there was a hurricane coming through St. Charles Rock
Iggy was
Road.
throwing a tantrum out in the
He was hiding in the garage.
He took a nap. I think he took a nap in there.
Because he didn't want the criticism for the forecast.
No.
So they're doing a raffle. EDF is doing a raffle for the night before party. They're selling raffle tickets at the night before party, which they are sponsoring, the EDF group, as well as on their golf hole at Normandy. 100% of the proceeds go to Birdies for Bipolar. The person's going to need to fill out their name, cell, email, and then TMA will draw the winner on the air Monday following the Dotum. The raffle prize that you will win: dinner for four at Olive and Oak with wine pairings, 4 Field Box Cardinal tickets, and a $250 gift card. And the EDF group is putting together the dinner for Lisa Ann and the winning couple for the Lisa Ann dating game. EDF group is hosting the dinner and taking care of Lisa Ann and the winners at Olive and Oak. How do you do? EDF group, 314-881-TMA5. So sign up and compete against Juan from PP Corp and his fiance?
Fiance.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Fiance.
I like that. I really do like that.
Why does he call himself Juan?
Well, he's Juan from PP Corp.
Right.
But he's an American guy. He's not...
Do you know if it's an S Corp?
I don't know.
501c?
3?
No.
Yeah,
Be interesting
the
to
last
find out.
Number is on.
I think it's nonprofit.
Oh, this is interesting. Breaking news. The Loomster defending champion says the Loomsters would like to give our official endorsement to the couple from PP Corp. Wow.
Oh.
That might carry some weight.
Can you not enter this thing 2 years in a row? Even as defending champion, you can't
Jackson,
enter
what are the
again?
rules?
Oh, I mean, I see no issue in that. Does that seem a little self-important that he has to give an official endorsement for somebody
Maybe a
else?
little bit.
Seeing is, he was the one sitting catty corner to his significant other while she kind of took the reins and won it for him.
Log very down on the Loomster, winning that and
Congrats
the
on that.
nomination for Listener of the Year, which of course went to the gentleman in the Seckman Studios. You win the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Year, and then you get to work here.
Yeah.
That's essentially...
Get to or have to?
It's essentially... KG in O-Town, how would you characterize it? Is it get to or do you have to? I didn't know that this was part of the deal.
Oh, it's a definite get to.
Look at that, Doug.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
It's not a work relief type program.
Arbor Day
didn't
says,
know.
I'm sending T's and P's Ken's way. Hope that tennis elbow clears up soon. That's from Arbor Day. Doug, for the record, on Friday, when we had the picture with our new van taken by Jesse Kiowski and posted to the TMA STL Instagram, Iggy had to babysit his niece at 10:45. That's why he wasn't there.
Right.
Or was it because the text that we read? It's up to you.
Cryptic.
I always thought, we're about the same age. I have nieces too, but they're in their 30s and don't really need babysitting at this point. But you never know.
Sounds like you believe Iggy wasn't there because of the text.
You never know.
And then he tested positive for COVID on Saturday night. So that is the official, because we get these throughout the course of the program. I'll probably say it 2 more times. I'll do one in the appliances counters 8 o'clock hour and then one in our 9 o'clock hour on a TMA injury report. I feel like Bill Belichick on a Monday.
He's run into some buzzard luck. But this
I like
is the
that,
era
buzzard luck.
of the disintegration of the old.
Right.
It's like when Thanos
Explains a lot.
Yeah. Snap.
Hey guys, my mom will be dropping me off and picking me up from Maggie O'Brien's. But I was curious, Tim, will you be tossing out hand play post-show behind the building? I need to let my mom know what time to pick me up so you can toss my pud first. Hi, Jackson. That's from Sean Mahoney's Deadeye. Doug, you know Sean Mahoney's Deadeye.
Yeah, and he's a snootful.
Imagine getting a ride with your mom. Reach off me off.
About 40% of the audience does show up via their parents.
That's such a funny
First of all, you
idea.
don't have a mom because you're not married, so your kids don't have that mom that you're dating.
No,
I think a lot of moms would like to take their grown sons there, just to know that he's safe.
And Doug, that's the thing is, it's like in middle school, like where like you go with a buddy and your mom takes you there, but his mom picks you up.
Right.
Yeah, split the dude.
Cherry bomb, smoke bombs with your moms.
I used to get dropped off at Girl Next Door of the Year parties by my mom.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah. I didn't want to get a DUI.
That's fair.
How did you get back home?
She picked me up, dog.
She did. No, don't say dog. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning. She came and got you again.
I don't remember how long I made it on those nights. Shout out, Mom.
That's great.
I'm sure a lot of moms would like to do that.
Well, that was pre-Uber, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that was pre-Uber.
Yeah.
They didn't have taxis.
Breaking news just coming across the EDF text inbox. Chairman Stephen Wildwood, the Milagro Tequila Lister of the month, April 2023, says, I would like to make a statement. I am filing a formal complaint to Big League Broadcasting.
Oh, no.
I believe that was the group from Atlanta. Doug bought the station for $13 million, sold it for $1.5 million, but still, the return on investment was the fun they had in the 5 years they owned it.
Yeah.
My mic drop was edited by Vladimir Burkett. I will not take this sitting down, so be ready for a fight. Sounds like you were going to have to fight Chairman Stephen Wildwood, who does plan to be in attendance when I face Cletus in the second round of the Michelob Ultra J. Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship. So heads up on that. You will be scrapping.
Can I make a counter statement?
Well, sure
Doug,
you
are you
can.
allowing
Sure,
counter-
yeah, absolutely sure you can.
So you can send in whatever you want to us, but it then becomes in my hands to make sure it's ready for on-air
presentation.
Broadcasting. And so I chose to take a part out of it that could have been something we didn't necessarily want to play. And that is entirely in my right, and honestly, it's my job. So I won't
that's a nice
apologize.
counter-statement.
I won't apologize.
You do not like the nickname Vladimir Burkett.
No, I don't think it's...
What about Dawson's Creek?
Comrade Burkett.
It's better, all better, yeah. No, I am... No, I don't like that nickname because it is my job to make sure that all audio I provide is safe for air. And his original was not, so there it is.
Wow, there it is, Doug. Sounds like there will be a scrap at the Jennings Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club
Well, they
Championship.
usually are. Usually it's over stolen pizza, that kind of thing.
Stone-faced guys and such.
Yeah.
Guys, do you think Ken just sits around his apartment interrupting his own high school stories with hedonism stories, just randomly asking no one to help him remember the names of people and places he can't think of? That's from Arbor Day, who I thought was going to win the Milagro Tequila Lister of the month in April 2023. But apparently an Arbor Day burner account applied to be the Milagro Tequila Lister of the month.
And I don't even know who the real Arbor Day is. So, like when you make two there's two of them. How the hell? It's like the angry old guy and the other angry old guy.
The fact that we made that public is similar to like the Alec Ogletree situation.
Yeah, we did have that
like, we're gonna have a lot of burners.
Right to the air. Jackson just randomly, because I said, hey, can we get Joe Posnanski on the 101 show? And I guess he has his DMs blocked. And
Pro move.
That is a veteran move. Somebody who's moved on in life. And then also didn't have a number for him, so you just emailed a very generic email address.
Yeah.
Got a response saying, sure, I'll come on the show. And I thought it was about 50% chance when we called him up. It was just a guy.
I did too. I was, because...
And if it was just a guy, he was really a good guest.
Right, yeah, he did his homework. He had really done his homework. But, yeah, because I couldn't find an email, so I took I just took a very general email and kind of shot in the dark, and he responded.
Jabab, Doug, is it Jabab the bookie?
I don't know which it is.
Ha. BBQ in O-Town outs himself as a huge dork. That's from Jabab the bookie. KG in O-Town, that's how you know you're becoming part of the show.
I don't know what's dorky about staying out of jail.
Yeah, I agree.
Think about that, Doug.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not much.
No shame in your game, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, did you pay your mother? Did you tip her?
No.
You pay for gas?
Nah, for the love of the game.
Okay.
Jackson, did you get laid this past week? And there's strange confidence in your voice this week. That's from the 618.
No.
You did not?
Mm-mm.
When's the last time you had sex?
Month ago.
Doug?
Wow.
Was it anal?
Kind of a personal question.
And it was immediately answered.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm an open book.
But you want to make it clear, these people that accuse you of being pure is the driven snow. They're making it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's you can't believe the 48-hour story and then also believe that I'm a virgin. The two conflict, so you got to pick one or the other.
Girls love sex.
Right. Because I made the claim for 48 hours while having sex. Whilst having sex. So it's impossible to believe that I am pure as a driven snow and also believe the 48-hour story.
Somebody else who will be in attendance when I take on Cletus in the second round of the Michelob Ultra J. Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship is Carlos Spicy Wiener. Doug, he is my greller. And he said Jackson didn't just bleep out the bad words and instead cut some out. He's a horse's ass for doing that. That's Carlos Spicy Wiener. Now you got a Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month, a Hall of Famer / my caddy coming after you for this. Would you like to issue another counter statement?
I'm going to give a rat's ass.
This guy got laid last weekend.
I love Carlos Spicy Wiener. He knows that. I have a great picture of him, actually, from the first round of the FPCC that I'll eventually share.
Oh, yeah, but, you were in the pairing.
I was, and I love
Was there tension in the pairing between
Not
you
at
two?
all. I'm a huge Carlos Spicy Wiener fan, but I'm not going to apologize for doing my job. Like, I'm not gonna risk losing my job so Stephen Wildwood can get off one of his screaming hot takes on 101 ESPN. So, sorry if that makes me crazy.
Guys, there's no problem with relying on your parents for everything. Thank you. That comes from the millennial.
Millennials now are, in their upper 20s, early, late 30s.
But still getting rides from their parents.
I guess.
Lucky.
KG, you'd be a millennial, right?
I think I'm right on the border.
Yeah.
What's the age range, Jackson?
I would think, I'm Gen Z. I think 1 or 2 years older than me is still Gen Z, and then anyone born 2001, I think it's 97 to 2001 is Gen Z, maybe a little younger, and then millennials is the age group above.
Who gets to decide what years create another generation?
Who knows? I don't know.
81 to 96 is millennials.
Got it. So
I'm
then
a millennial.
So 97 to 02 is Gen Z, probably.
Yeah.
What happened in 90? Was that the birth of the internet or something about 96?
No.
Is that how you?
I was always told that
decide
Gen
that
Z
date?
were people who were old enough to be alive during 9/11 but don't remember it, and I certainly fall in that category.
You do not remember it?
No, I was.
You were 3. I
3
guess.
years old. Yeah, I do not remember it at all.
What was going on when I was 3? 79. Doug, I don't remember the Iranian hostage situation.
Oh yeah, I do.
Who's in office? Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
Of course, I remember when the
Peanut
Archduke
farmer.
Ferdinand was assassinated. Started World War I.
Which reminds us something we already celebrated, but it is Doug's birthday today. Happy birthday
Let's go, Doug. You
That's
did
my
it.
birthday month.
to you.
That's my birthday month.
Birthday. That's my birthday.
It's also Lisa Ann's birthday.
You guys share a birthday as
And-
posted by the great Sea Monster.
It's his
on the
birthday as
team.
well.
It's the Sea Monster's
Yes.
birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
There's
Tommy
something
Edmund.
about May 9th.
Tommy Edmund's birthday.
What goes on 9 months before
Twist.
May 9th? Anybody want to do that math? I don't have the time today. That means you were conceived in September? Do you know? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. I was just a twinkle
August
in,
9th.
in Elvin's eye. at that
August
point.
9th?
Yeah, August 9th.
So a hot summer night.
In El Dorado, Kansas. I can't imagine there's much else to do in El Dorado.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes outside of Wichita. I think 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that.
Guys, millennials now outnumber baby boomers. Thanks. That's from the Hunchback of Von Castle.
That sounds about right.
There.
I would think
Well,
people
baby
in
boomers
their...
are dying out now.
Millennials had it rough.
What's the era for baby boomers? I mean, that's of course
right after the
named
war.
after the. I go to Twitter and there's the Plowek wishing Lisa Ann a happy birthday
Oh, nice
with
going.
the John Mazalek avatar.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't on my burner.
I would assume, was that after WW2?
Yes, yeah, when all
so
the
like
soldiers came home.
45 to 55?
46 to 64.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
How do you do? Man, we're full of information today. This is fun.
Yeah, I mean, a major population explosion in this country. When every house in the neighborhood had 3, 4, 5 kids in it.
Yeah.
When I grew up, anyway.
Both my parents are baby boomers.
Yeah, that would stand to reason. Yeah, some of the baby boomers are now old people.
Right. It makes sense that the people in their late 20s to early 40s outnumber those in their 60s and 70s.
Yeah, you would hope they do.
Right. That seems like that would
Yeah,
stand to reason.
yeah. If they don't, then country's in for some rough times. I think that's one of the things they worried about in China is that the population's getting old. You know, they went years and years where you could only have one child.
That's right. Yeah. Is that not the deal there anymore?
No, I think it's not the deal anymore. I think they can have 2 if they want.
Oh, nice.
There you go. I don't think I would want more than 2. I think 2 is right in my sweet spot.
Yeah. Anymore, you got to play zone defense.
Right.
And it gets tough.
Well, but with just 1, you can play a box and 1.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. You can double team them.
Sorry, boys.
Is that like a take that was?
No, I was just watching Connor Bedard highlights. My bad.
How many kids in your family, Plowsy?
Dude, I have a small family. So it's just me and my sister, and she has 1 son. It's just my dad and his sister on the other side, my aunt, and she doesn't have kids. So like it's literally just my mom's side of the family mainly. Yeah. And I carry on. I'm the last to carry on the name. A lot of pressure.
My dad came up with a family of 9 kids.
Oh, boy. It's a lot of cousins.
We do the sound stories, and you hear 7, 8, 9, double digits a couple times.
I interviewed a gentleman yesterday who was an only child, and I thought, boy, that's probably, at this point, I've probably done 250 of these, and I would be able to count on one hand the number of only children I've talked to.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, in several, 5 plus, that was the most common. You know, 2 sisters and 3 brothers, something like that.
You go back before the 70s, birth control wasn't widely available. And it didn't cost a fortune to raise kids like it does today.
How far out was it that you needed helping hands around the house? Was that in the early 1900s, or are we still going into
if you lived on the farm, you did. If you lived in the city, not so much.
So, no, that was a huge thing where, you needed a lot of hands for the farm and obviously people to pass it down to.
Yeah, that was a thing, bro, for many years.
You were welcome to get involved on the program by calling. And, Doug, you said, let's get some calls in for your birthday. You want people to call in and wish you a happy birthday to build your brand. And that's kind of who you've always been. You want the attention on you, and you want your brand built up. And so we're going to do that today. Call in, wish Doug a happy birthday, 636-9004-TMA. Of course, you can email in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Warm temperatures. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. A little cloudy right now, Peter. But as the day goes on, it looks like it's going to be a lovely day in St. Louis for your birthday. You probably always get good weather on your birthday. Not always, but...
Well, it's usually a good time of year for the weather, yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, sometimes I have to share it with Mother's Day, which is bad because it needs to be all about me.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Design Air, because it is now highs in the 80s. That is what we are going to have here over the next couple of weeks. So, got to get that air conditioning tuned up. Go to Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling. Doug is a client, and I am a client, and we would like you to become a client as well. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show. And now is the time to get your air conditioning tuned up before it gets super hot with Design Air Heating and Cooling. Big St. Charles Motorsports is another sponsor of this program, and we have another event at Big St. Charles Motorsports to let you know about. It is a great deal. 2023 Kawasaki jet skis are now on clearance starting at $89.99 at Big St. Charles Motorsports. It's jet ski season, Doug. Woot, woot!
Get you one for your birthday, dude.
Yeah. I would love a jet ski. I love jet skis.
Big St. Charles
let's do this.
I-70 and Cave Springs exit is where Doug will be today getting his jet ski. New 2023 Kawasaki STX 160s are now only $89.99, down from an MSRP of $11,399. How do you do savings? Don't miss out on a savings of $2,400. Class-leading acceleration and advanced electronics. Come see us at Big St. Charles Motorsports today in St. Charles, Missouri. 2023 clearance Kawasaki inventory is limited here at Big St. Charles, so don't miss out. Price does not include manufacturer surcharge. Add $400 for cash purchase. Offer subject to change without notice. Some restrictions may apply. See salesperson for details. It's Big St. Charles Motorsports, located on I-70 at Cave Springs. That's Big St. Charles Motorsports.com. And it's also something you should probably take some time to think about it. Doug, here come the birthday wishes. You wanted to hear from Ray King and his bearded significant other. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray King leads off the Doug Vaughn birthday gala here on TMA.
It's not a gala.
Hey, Doug, happy birthday. Eat my butt.
Put him down. Put him down. Cut his mic. Put him down.
Did you like that?
I'm starting to wonder if this Jubilee is going to be what we thought it was when our show prep meeting.
I think that went well.
It didn't go well.
That was heartfelt. That had to have.
I was all excited about the jet ski and then that. I love a good jet ski. I know they're annoying to other boaters.
Kenny
but they
Powers.
are fun. They are really fun.
Well, why don't we get some jet skis today at Big St. Charles Motorsports, and we'll boat around the River de Pere?
We should. Well, maybe not the River de Pere. Lake St. Louis or Creve Coeur Lake. Can you take? I don't think you can go on Creve Coeur Lake with that.
No, you couldn't. You could go to Lake St. Louis.
Yeah.
Doesn't Eli Drinkwitz have a nice picture of him on a jet ski, Plowhawk?
Plowhawk would know that.
Oh, yeah. And and I don't like the move. I'm sorry. If you're wearing a life vest that buckles,
like this
I don't
over
like
here.
to go bare chest. I don't get that.
Bare chest?
Like, just there's no shirt on underneath of the life vest.
Well, you're in a lake? You wear a shirt in a lake?
I would bring one for that scenario. Dude, my nipple hair would get destroyed in those It's like a 5-buckle suit. So, I got a happy trail and nipple
You know, you could shave to get rid of that problem.
3 of the 5 buckles could be a problem. So I would put it. That was what I'm most shocked about.
KG and O-Town just sent me the picture of Drinkwitz on the jets.
It's so unreal. It looks fake, right?
Well, why would it be fake?
Yeah, no, I mean,
he's
it looks
not an
very
old
real.
guy. He's got plenty of cash.
He does.
Got a nice farmer's tan.
Yep.
Then just this came in for this birthday jubilee. The phone lines are lighting up left and right. 636-9004-TMA. You can watch Doug on his birthday jubilee, youtube.com/TMASTL. I just received this email. Morning, sex. For Doug's birthday, EDF would like to treat him and a lover of his choice to a dinner for 2 at Olive and Oak. I will set up the reservation whenever they would like to go. No strings attached. How about that? No, it's important that you no strings attached because you might have thought there might have been a
Could have been some
quid pro
strings.
quo.
Okay. Yeah,
How
that
about
sounds
that?
fabulous.
Look at you.
How about
Thank
that?
you.
Things are happening in
So
this
I
birthday
just
jubilee.
stroll in there, just swinging my arms.
That's
off,
right.
But I'm here for my free meal.
Similar to when you said I would like the Doug Von sandwich, and they
Right.
go, what?
What the hell are you talking about?
Happy birthday, Doug. Can I please do a body shot out of your belly button
Body
on
da-
Wednesday at Maggie O'Brien's? Thanks, you're the best. That's Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack. Not his wife, but Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack.
No.
Oh, Maggie's going to be a pony. Remember last year? That was
Oh, Bill.
Last year, Plowboy was so high. It was
right.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I got the ranch all over the headphones.
It was, I don't think I've laughed harder than looking at Plowhawk trying to do that broadcast.
Yeah, so we have another great
Why'd you
one
get so
coming
high,
up.
bro?
Oh, because it's the pageantry of it all.
Yeah.
It's a 2-day event. It's really a 3-day event now with the pre-party because that's. I mean, I talked to the boys at Munganess, and they're amped up and excited.
They are?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's the pony. I mean, the Dotum is a special time of year. It's essentially our member guest.
It is, yeah.
Gosh, and look
As
at the
sad
guests
as that
we
may
brought.
sound.
Speaking of EDF, why does every single EDF commercial get cut off before Tim says .com? Did they buy a 29-second spot? That's from Arbor Day. Not happy with the editing. Doug, I have not heard this.
We've had some editing issues in the past.
I have
Put
really
things
nothing
in.
to say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All you say is dot, you don't hear the com?
But really, isn't that implied? It's like saying World Wide Web dot.
But sometimes it's .org
Could
or
be .org.
.gov,
Could be.
.net.
I'll cover Doug's first beer at the Flying Saucer. That's from Craig O'Neill.
What's the flying saucer?
That was Craig O'Neill was the anchor I worked with in Little Rock, and the Flying Saucer was the bar I went to in Little Rock for my
really?
7-month stay in Arkansas before I joined you at KMOV in March of 2000. So there you go. Head on down to Little Rock, and you got a beer coming your way.
That's a long way to drive for a beer.
Retired Air Marshal is on the line. He wants to wish you a happy birthday here during this Doug Vaughn birthday.
What line we at?
Line 2,
Jubilee.
Line
The
2.
Cardinals won last night.
I feel like a reception.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Maryland?
Happy birthday, dear Douglas, but I want to call you Dougie. Happy birthday to you.
Very nice.
That was really nice.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you.
What do you want for your birthday, Doug, besides the jet ski?
Oh, I really had my heart set on the jet ski. I don't really need anything at this
I
point.
can afford to get down and spread my cheeks for you.
Okay, put him down. Okay, put him down.
These are getting more memorable.
Wow. What a jubilee we're having here.
Oh, Gosh,
There's talk of doing this at the pageant, but I think this is just better to taking phone calls.
Probably Yeah, I agree. Less hassle.
We have got a Maggie from our sales department says she is on the .com issue. Who would have thought that Maggie, the sales rep, would be the one editing the spots?
Probably her account.
It is indeed, actually.
Of course it is.
I love calling it the .com issue. It's like we own like an internet company.
.com boom.
We are, yeah. We're
.com bust.
.com billionaires.
Fletcher, the middle linebacker. London Fletcher, didn't he call himself?
That's right, because he's always online.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a damn good nickname.
That was what he called himself. .com.
Doug, Mike Lee is on the line, and he would like to wish you a happy birthday.
Okay. All right. Hello, Mike.
I have to slide.
Mike. Hey. Mike.
Happy birthday, Doc.
Oh, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much. Nice of you to say.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
Will you be my pop?
Your pop?
Yeah.
Like
in what way? What are you talking about?
Will you be my grandma?
Your grandma? No, I can't be your grandma.
You sure don't sound like no grandma.
Grandpa?
No, can't do that.
Hey, Tim.
Yes, Mike, yes.
You know who my number one girl is?
I don't, actually.
Katie.
Oh,
Doug,
wow.
Katie.
Okay, good.
And Penny, too.
Penny also
Both
still
of
in
them.
there. Yeah.
Oh, Penny that's like a domestic partnership at this point.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Doc.
Yeah.
What do you want your birthday?
Oh, thanks, Mike, but I don't need anything. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I've accumulated enough stuff over the years. I really don't need anything at this point.
Blessed.
Hey, Jackson, you got small peanut.
Okay, hunt him down. Okay,
Jackson,
hunt him down.
Did he say
me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Went after you. Is he not happy with you?
Probably not.
What a pivot.
I can only imagine.
Gosh.
My word.
You think they're just well-wishers, and then they hit you with that kind of thing.
No. It's
What
smart.
kind of gala is this?
Maybe we should have done it at the pageant.
Yeah, with the benefit of hindsight, you might be right. Anytime when someone texts into the show with a legit criticism, the entire production staff turns into a bunch of guys on a street corner with the cops rolling up. Don't know what you're talking about. I just work here. I didn't even know the rest of these guys. Don't look at me. Doug, that's from Arbor Day making an observation.
Yeah, I did love how I immediately go, well, I don't know. What a
Poppycock.
was it me?
Jackson calls that poppycock. I like that term.
Yeah. It's not a bad term.
It's poppycock.
Balderdash.
Hogwash.
Let's see. For Doug, happy birthday. That's from VIP Pat, and it's a picture. Maybe this is a picture of I guess it's him, and he's recorded
I don't need a picture of him.
He's recorded on a saxophone, him playing Happy Birthday.
Well, I like a saxophone.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's on my laptop.
I can cut it in the break.
Okay.
I don't know if we really need.
Is he able to play it on
I
the
hear the
sax?
show. It's probably the YouTube. Yeah, I guess maybe he is. Oh, listen. You hear the delay?
Yeah.
How about that? I got to turn down my volume now because I went to hear VIP Pat's rendition. Doug, one of the things that we're celebrating on your birthday is getting you jewelry from Glenn Betts Jewelers. You said you'd like a big chain. That's what you said.
Cuban
link.
gold chain?
Yeah, Cuban link.
Like I just made an interception or something?
24 inches.
And if you would like it, get it at Glenn Betts Jewelers. Craig Betts was in here yesterday. Great to see him. Doug, you went to quantum physics class with him at
Yeah,
Kirkwood?
in high school we were scholars together.
I had no idea. Quantum physics class. Most guys who do study quantum physics get into HD2 radio. It's usually kind of the career projection.
The launching pad.
Glenn Betts Jewelers develops a relationship through generations of your family as well. They have been in business going back to 1941. That's when Glenn's grandfather got into it. His father opened up the shop that we were talking about yesterday, and now you can find them just a mile east of 270 on Manchester in De Pere, or online at glennbettsjewelers.com in the market for jewelry, whether that be for Mother's Day, perhaps a graduation, perhaps an engagement. Well, now you've got the jeweler, and it's Glenn Betts Jewelers. The Betts family passion for serving their customers has been passed down from generation to generation. In the jewelry business, there is good, better, and then there is Betts. Doug, does that make you think of a jingle in any capacity?
Good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is Betts.
Glenn Betts Jewelers, there it is. New jewelry sponsor here on TMA. Longtime sponsor of the program is the title sponsor, and that's Ryan Kelly, and he's online at thehomeloanexpert.com. And he's our title sponsor.
Well, sure is.
Doug?
What? Was there a question aimed at me?
Would you like to tell the audience about Ryan Kelly?
I was thinking about the bets and the jewelry I'm going to get, and the gold chain.
I couldn't believe me and Tim had to triple down on this.
Oh, I zoned out. I was thinking what I'm going to do with the gold chain. I'm sorry, it could weigh me down. You know, I do have neck issues. But I won't have any mortgage issues if I go through Ryan Kelly.
That's true.
Is that what you were talking about?
That's it. That's right. That's right.
A lot of people are a little gun-shy right now about going ahead and buying a new home. Don't be. If the home of your dreams hits the market, it may not be there, maybe gone forever. Go ahead. You marry the house. You only date the rate. The rates will come down at some point. You can refinance and be right where you want to be, and you'll have the house. If you're thinking of buying a home this year, the process not as complicated as you think with the Home Loan Expert. They make the pre-approval process easy. Get pre-approved today, the day you call in, and they'll also provide you a lower rate with that 10-day closing guarantee. Doesn't take a whole lot, doesn't take a month and a half like some of these other guys. Ryan Kelly and his staff will get you taken care of. They like to say toot sweet. Now, they don't pass out a lot of gold chains. That's the Betts Jewelers. But for Ryan Kelly, if you're looking for that new house, don't hesitate. If the perfect house hits the market, now is your chance. Rates are a little high now.
That's right.
But sooner or later, they will come down, and Ryan Kelly and his team will get you refinanced and get you taken care of. That's the HomeLoanExpert.com. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Thank you, Sir Morgan.
There it is. And, of course, Mother's Day is this Sunday, and you've got to come through. Here you go. Are you the husband or son that is always struggling to find that perfect gift for your wife or mother?
Yeah.
Our friends at The Only Facial have the perfect Mother's Day solution for you. For just $125, your special someone will receive a 60-minute signature facial gift certificate packaged in a beautiful pink box filled with self-care items she is sure to love. The Only Facial makes beautiful skin simple. They specialize in one signature facial process customized to an individual's unique skin type. Their focus is on meaningful maintenance and real progress toward long-lasting, beautiful skin, regardless of age or skin type. No upselling, no tipping, no solicitation of products. Their signature facial treatment would cost you significantly more at other spas and salons. The Only Facial has 3 locations. You can find them in Clayton, University City, and Des Peres, and a new location opening this summer in St. Charles. For more information, visit their website at theonlyfacial.com. Perfect for Mother's Day, theonlyfacial.com. Get involved in the program for Doug's birthday jubilee, 314-881-TMA5. It's the EDF Group text inbox, and you can call in 636-9004-TMA. Tim, please tell Doug this is the dinner play at Olive and Oak. Oh, here you go.
This is the dinner play.
Here octopus and table burger to start.
What's a table burger?
The burger.
Just
That's
on
exactly
the table.
what I had on Friday night. I had the octopus, and then and we were in there we were in at 9:30, and we were out by 10 o'clock. How do you do? Yeah, just a quick hit.
But you have to call the burger a table burger?
I didn't know that. I just said I'll have the burger.
Well, once they put it on the table, Doug, it then becomes a table.
Wouldn't everything be a table?
Table octopus. I had table octopus.
It'd be a table potato.
East Coast oysters next.
Okay.
Split the cowboy for supper. Butterscotch pot. Do you say cream or do you say creme?
Cream.
For dessert. Then walk her to my house for cocaine and my wife's front butt.
Oh, it's off. The whole thing is off.
It's good, though, that you're not doing the rails before you eat because your appetite likely declines.
Yeah.
So I like the play.
There you go. I guess go to the east side immediately afterwards.
Yeah, Pixley.
I don't care for butterscotch.
Oh, yeah, once you...
That was your beef with that text?
Yeah,
the butterscotch?
I mean, I really don't like butterscotch. I really don't like it.
I don't know about gold chains, but I would love to give Doug a golden shower for his birthday. Dan in Wentzville.
You had to see that one
sent us a
coming.
picture of Jackson. Look at this picture that he sent of Jackson.
All bent over. Dan in Wentzville, you've been suspended.
What was that?
You've been suspended a period of 2 days.
What is it? You see that picture?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
What are you doing?
And your name is...
Was that when you were doing your wardrobe video with Carly?
Yeah, that was... I
was
was being a good sport.
2 days.
Jackson's days of being a good sport, I think, came to a harsh end with that yellow diaper in the Caribbean Sea.
I saw that.
And it's right over here now.
Yeah.
Somehow it wound up on here on my side.
I can't escape it.
Why would it be here?
That's a good question, Doug.
Who brought it?
Someone.
Who even had it?
Sure wasn't me.
This was in Jamaica.
I thought it was those boatsmen. I thought it was those boatsmen who were laughing at the lights bouncing around the boat as they went through the turbulent Caribbean Sea.
Yeah.
And we were bouncing everywhere. Hey, look at the whites, is what they said.
Well, they didn't say that.
One of them was balancing a beer on their head.
That's right, standing there as we were falling all
Greg
over
Vaughn
the
could
place.
barely keep his head above water.
Right.
Here, Doug, happy birthday. That is all. How about that from the Worst One with Wacko?
Well, that was nice, Wacko.
See? They can be simple like that.
Okay.
Doug, Lisa Ann, and I all share a birthday today. The ultimate threesome, but I think Lisa Ann would feel left out. That's from Cuck Knobloch. Cuck Knobloch's the one with the threesomes. And Seymour has a birthday today.
Yes,
Is
he does.
Seymour Cuck Knobloch? What a moment in show history.
Let's see if there's other celebrity birthdays
He must be. Candace Bergen, I know, is a May 9th.
Murphy Brown.
Yeah, Murphy Brown.
And Tommy Edmond, you said.
I think Tony Gwynn was May 9th.
No, that right?
Yeah, not Billy Joel.
Is that right?
Billy Joel's
how about
birthday.
that?
What's your favorite
Yeah.
Billy Joel song? Go.
I guess Only the Good Die Young. Is that the title of it? That's the words, anyway.
I think it is. I assume it is.
Yeah, I guess that's the best song.
You ever see him in concert?
No, I haven't.
I saw him and Elton John. Was it 2009? You were here?
It was a while ago, yeah. I would like to have gone to that one.
He does a residency at MSG, right? Where he does like
He
a show
does
every
do
month.
like a bunch of shows in a row at
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. I'm sure he'll do one here soon.
And he's got to be 70-something at this point.
I would put him at 74.
Nailed it, Tim. He's 74 years old today.
And he was one of those guys who used to walk up to the window at Casey and Crestwood and
Oh,
say,
that's right.
"Will you
There's
please
a
play my
picture of him
song?"
in the hallway
Yeah.
in Crestwood. That's
Yeah.
right. I didn't even think about that.
Please play my song. Well,
Van Halen
we'll
did it?
see.
God, those stories are incredible. I think and Hewlett told those. He was on the podcast a few years ago and told those stories. You're just sitting there and all of a sudden,
Who's the punk at the door?
it's Billy Joel.
Get on out of
In
here.
Crestwood, right across from the Ultra Mall.
Right, sure, we'll play your little song.
Rosario Dawson's birthday today as well.
Dawson Creek?
Correct.
Ghostface Killer.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Is Rosario Dawson, is she Gamora?
No.
Oh.
That's Zoe Saldana.
Oh.
I think.
Just got done finishing all the Avengers.
Oh, did you?
The
You
goat
knocked it
ragu
out.
is a big play. So is the harissa kali, olive and oak, sex, all of it.
That's a poorly written email. I mean, it's really poor.
Sounds like the upper crust.
Proofread a little before you hit send, all right? Don't start proofreading
I
after
do
you
like
send the email.
sex, period, all of the I like that.
Sounds like a
Like if the
team
Cardinals win tonight, I'll just tweet out sex, all of it. Get some likes, go to bed.
Shades of Killers.ha.
Killers.ha. That was KG and O-Town and Jim
Sore
Edmonds'
subject.
team.
Thanks for paying, Jim.
Guys, I'm about to 3D print a birthday gift for Doug. Hint, it will be chocolate. That's from the 480. Why everybody sending in gifts?
I don't think that might not
Stop
be
it.
nefarious.
What do you think it is?
Some sort of truffle.
Guys, my sources tell me that Billy Joel is starting a residency, but it's going to be at the Family Arena in 2024. Big Tuft. That'll be great.
Well, it would be nice.
Imagine him tweeting that out. Like, I'm moving from Madison Square Garden to the Family Arena in St. Charles.
Can he still belt it out at 74?
Yeah. Elton John was touring like last year.
And how
old's Elton John? In his 80s?
Right. Is he 80?
I'm going to make a play on Elton John at 77. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, he's 76. And freshly 76. So,
Freshly
yeah.
so.
You like that?
Not
Freshly
really, no.
shorn? You like a freshly shorn
I mean,
gentleman?
how old is Mick Jagger when the
Keith Richards is,
Stones?
I think, 110.
Mick Jagger is 79.
And they're still touring. Gosh.
Hey, if they,
Do you ever
they
think
still
you'd see
pay
the
ya.
day when 79-year-old rock
I
stars were still
remember,
touring?
I'm dead serious, when I believe I was a freshman at Missouri, freshman or sophomore, because I remember being over at, probably sophomore. The last I was with her dorm in Columbia, and right across the street was Faroe Field, and I remember seeing the Rolling Stones in Faroe Field playing, so that was 94, 95, whatever year it was, and I'm going, God, these MFers are old to be playing. That was nearly 30 years ago.
Yeah,
It's
still
crazy.
going strong.
Nearly 30 years ago. So yeah, and they're still playing. So yeah, I mean, God, they were 49. They were 3 years older than I am now.
No matter what you're doing, you get tired of it after a while, right? Even
God,
the
that'd be
rock
so
star
miserable.
lifestyle.
Doug and I are officially announcing our retirements right here. It is the Plowhawk, Jackson, KG, and O-Town show.
Professional athlete,
Straight Lonnie
movie
Walker
star,
talk.
no matter what glamorous and well-paying field you might be in, at some point you think you'd say, you know what, I've had enough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not these guys. They must absolutely love it. You'd have, cause it can't be for the money anymore.
Yeah.
They can't have any more money they need to spend. They must absolutely love it.
Well, like when they still sell out arenas, like it seems like the right move. You guess got to keep going. Like
I guess.
you can leave money out there.
Well, they could leave money out there. I'm sure they're all worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I really do wonder what the motivation is.
You'd have to just love it. I guess it's the same reason guys are still golfing when they're in their 80s. They just love it.
Well, yeah, it's
that. But you don't even you can just walk. Usually at that point, you just walk outside and.
I'm sure there's a certain high to walk onto a stage and have 50,000 people screaming your name and everything. That probably never gets old.
And if you're a rock star, like you're super addicted to that idea of that fame.
Happy birthday, Doug. Now put on one of those little party hats and gyrate that mud maker on my face.
All right.
I shave my balls for this, yeah.
Got a little party hat over there.
Oh, yeah. You want to wear that and gyrate?
I'm not going to. This is the dunce hat.
It's a cut cap. It's actually a cut cap.
It's a cut cap. I'm not putting it on because that picture will haunt me forever. I'm not going
to. It's the awareness Jackson wishes he had in the moment in the Caribbean Sea. Guys, they're like the Cardinals. They just do it for the fans. Thanks. That's from the retired Air Marshal. Doug, what a win last night. The Cardinals have won 2 in a row, and guess what they're doing? Coming tra-la, tra-la.
Yeah. And they're winning with Kisner catching and Contreras at DH, at least for the first 2. Contreras really put on a show last night.
He did.
Mocking the fans and everything.
He did. Here is what he had to say regarding the situation with him at catcher. This is pregame audio.
From now on, we're following a really good plan to have me catching behind the plate anytime, sometime soon. That doesn't mean that I'm not St. Louis Cardinal catcher, as many people think that I'm not going to catch anymore. It's not that way. We just following a really good plan to have me catching sometime soon, and we're just following it.
There you go. Think about that.
All right.
Adam Wainwright and Jack Flaherty met with him on Sunday following the game to convey how much they want him here and want him to be a key part of the team. And Ali Marmol said that had a lot of value to Contreras, and he came in with a great attitude, and you saw the results last night. Here is the call of him with the go-ahead. What would have been a home run damn near any other time. The wind was blowing in last night at Wrigley, and that's what kept this ball in the ballpark. Take a listen if you would.
Hit the lever, Bowser.
Swing, fly ball, center field. Bellinger looks. Might be, could be. It's off the wall. Run will score. Contreras will slide into second. Big hit for the Redbirds. It's 2-1 Cardinals.
And he was encouraging. He was welcoming the boos from the fans.
Said he liked it. Yeah, he's no shrinking violet. I'll give him that.
I like that.
He seems to have a great attitude through it all.
Yeah,
he really does.
I agree with you.
It's hard not to like the guy.
I agree with you.
Yeah, he's really come out.
I'm happy to see that he had immediate success after all the negativity.
Well, I think that's the likability factor coming into play because he's really likable, Mozeliak's really likable, and Marmol's really likable, and so everybody's really pulling for.
It's really a trio of likableness.
I mean, Mozeliak, I've seen him just walking around the city, just saying, "Hey."
Glad handing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad handing. I like that.
Yeah, last night that was great. The booze, and he's just bringing them all in. I thought that was really, really awesome. He said in the postgame he was with the Cubs organization for 14 years.
I didn't realize he'd been around that long.
So 2009, me and KG and Dotum were talking about that this morning. It was 2009 is when he was picked as a summer international free agent draft or something.
And the regular catcher when they won the whole thing.
Right, the 2016 team, he was the catcher, but that was like the first year he was up, and so you think 14 years, but 14 years.
Brendan Donovan made a great play in left field last night, too, that choked off a run.
Throw,
see that throw to the plate. He is just outstanding wherever they put him.
He's a good ball player.
Genesis Cabrera getting in the face of the base runner as he was called out. Did you see that?
Yeah, he was out by plenty.
The runner didn't fight, just kind of looked at him confused.
Yeah.
I like Genesis Cabrera. I like the little dance he does after a strikeout. I'm a big fan.
Cabby.
Yeah, I like that.
It's
like a little
he's
shuffle.
Called Cabby?
I'd rather him be called Henny.
Does Contreras throw that guy out from left field?
Think about that.
Probably not.
What about Burleson?
Probably not.
Burleson would just rumble, tumble, stumble his way to throw him for an error.
Kick it in.
Happy birthday, Doug. My lady is going to the Fox with my mom on Thursday. Come on over and break in my new couch. That's from Backfat.
No. I guess he means move it. He wants the couch moved. He's redecorating.
The Contreras gestures were such a classy move, coming from a below-average DH on the worst team in the National League. What a douche. That's from Eric in the Central West End, and he didn't enjoy it at all.
Oh, he didn't.
I hate when people say, very classy. It's like, these are sports, dude. This isn't a black.
Jackson just said to
tie
Eric in the Central West End, these are sports, dude.
I don't like the whole there is like a level of that, but if a guy wants to have fun, it's not classy to do that, and I find that hard.
You wouldn't like it, I suppose, if the other team did it to you. But
don't let them get it.
At least it's a sign that there's still a little bit of life in the team.
Right.
Oh, Doug, this team's dead in the water. There's no chance, but I do like.
Didn't they gain another game?
No. Okay,
the Cardinals are coming.
Sneaking up on them.
But I love
the Cardinals are coming. This reminds me, I got to go to see what the latest odds are on the National League Central. Wonder if it dropped enough to give me value.
Plus 350.
If it's still plus 350, I can't do it. 3.5 to 1.
I can't imagine it going up too much.
The Cardinals are coming.
Pirates and Brewers actually won again. Cardinals, we're just 9 out. We're 9 out.
Plus 600 now to win the Central.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, hello, friends. It's moved.
If they can shave 3 games off of that the rest of this month, if you're 6 out at the end of May, that's not done.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're buyers.
2's a streak, Doug.
The Cardinals plus 5,000 to win the World Series, Doug. Let's just throw let's throw a birthday hunt down.
Well, did you guys not see the game last night? They won. The sign of things to come.
I've been waiting for it to drop on the National League Central, and finally it has, plus 600. So the odds right now to win the National League Central. Brewers minus 175. Cubs have moved into second. The Cardinals were in second before the Tigers series. Cubs are plus 450. Pirates plus 550. Cardinals plus 600. They don't like the Reds' chances as much, though. Plus 6,000.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good
precipitous drop.
Yeah.
World Series odds. Anybody want to guess who has the odds to win the World Series? And I'm telling you, it's not what you're about to say.
It's not Tampa.
Astros?
There you go.
It's not Tampa.
Braves? That's correct. Plus 600.
Nice call.
Rays plus 650. Dodgers plus 700. Astros 800. Padres 850. Blue Jays 1,000. And then you got to go through about 10 teams, and then you get to the Cardinals at plus 5,000.
All right.
Throw 100 on that.
Boy, I liked what I saw last night.
What a team. What a team.
Yeah.
I love this franchise.
How many in a row have they won?
Plowhawk.
2.
Plowhawk is very facetious right now.
Right.
They have not won more than 2 games in a row all year. They won their first series opener. The record was 0-13 by the 1981 Kansas City Royals.
Oh, really?
In series openers, the Cardinals stopped their skid by winning a series opener.
Now things change.
Would you say we slayed the dragon?
I think so. Last night they sure did.
Telling you, when this weather warms up, this team's going to get hot.
Flaherty going tonight. He only gave up 10 runs in 2 innings the last time out.
Yep.
What don't you like about that?
Big bounce back start for him.
Yeah.
Guys, the Cardinals are the perfect Tier 3 team for our Tier 3 city.
Oh.
That's from glove blogger Tom Traven, and he came after the Cardinals and the city of St. Louis. How do you do?
I won't stand for that.
What are you going to do?
Just pound my fist on the table. Stop it. Stop saying that.
Glove blogger.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Doug. I shaved my fleshy fun bridge last night just for you. I'm like a baby seal down there. That's from the Bellefontaine Belly Buster. Is that attractive to you?
No.
That could be a lady.
A flesh bridge? Is that what he called it?
You say he.
Oh.
Definitely a girl.
They're all guys. Every one of them is a guy.
Hot.
We're in prison, remember?
It's just like when Dylan Brooks repeatedly talks trash and acts like a fake tough guy, can't back it up with his game because he sucks ass. Contreras is the same thing. That's Eric in the Central West End.
No, that's not. That's a bad comparison. If Contreras said Max Scherzer sucks, and then he needs to throw a complete game shutout, that would be Dylan Brooks-esque.
Look,
Contreras doing the hand signs after getting a big double on his return to Chicago is way different.
I got a take.
What's your take?
Oh, we got an announcement.
Look, Yachty was awesome, legend, retire the number, we do whatever you want. He was arrogant. He was cocky. He didn't run out to first base. You can't have you can't not bash Yachty and then completely bash Wilson Contreras for being cocky. I mean, that's Yachty's whole persona was getting under people's skin, and fans hated him for a reason.
Fans outside of St. Louis.
Yeah, correct, because the fans come and they love Yachty.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Well, there's something to that. Yeah.
I like what he did. Better than just the guys sitting there walking on eggshells while all of them are all ready just to rip somebody a new one again.
I do think, and I mean, said, not that it's a really bold take. I mean, their winning percentage was 3.14. I cannot imagine this team playing at a 3.14 winning percentage the rest of this year. It's gotten so low that becomes an obvious statement at this point. If it is below 3.14, then there will be absolute chaos come the trade deadline. But with that all said, if he is to turn it around, if the team is to turn it around, I would say that I think it might have been a good thing that they were playing the Cubs because Contreras couldn't go into his shell with that return. You see what I'm saying? Like if they're going to play, I realize the Pirates are at the top of the division, but like Pittsburgh or Cincinnati, that could have been easier for him to go into. He had to have that energy. Then he goes out there. He hit a ball last night that Dansby Swanson made a play on. John Denton joins us coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, and I saw his tweet on this. It's the 4th hardest hit ball this year in baseball. He was out.
That ground ball that Swanson dove and made the play.
4th hardest hit ball this year, and it was an out. The 3 that were harder hit than Contreras' out to Swanson were home runs. So that just shows how crushed that was. And keep in mind, he had 2 hits, and one of those other hits was a ball that's a home run in most ballparks, but at Wrigley, with the wind blowing in, it was off the top of the ivy.
Swanson made a fantastic play. That was an Ozzie Smith caliber play in short. Otherwise he'd had 3 hits.
Yachty is arguably the greatest pure catcher of all time. Yachty can back it up. Contreras is a below-average DH who can't cut it as a catcher. It's Eric in the Central West End. He's loaded for bear this morning.
Yachty's on nobody's list as the greatest catcher of all time. Johnny Bench, Yogi Berra. Look at the numbers that Mike Piazza. Look at the numbers those guys put up.
Pudge
Rodriguez, another one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not sure Yachty was the best catcher the Cardinals ever had. Ted Simmons was a middle-of-the-order 300 hitter.
Oh, you bring that take to the ballpark, you're going to be carried on a stretcher, my Holmes. I would tread lightly on that take, even though I am with you. I didn't get to see Ted Simmons, but stats don't lie in terms of offense.
Yeah.
How about that weasel Cabrera flexing and yelling in the face of the Cubs play after being thrown out at home? What a D-bag. It's in the 3 and 4. Doug, they're not happy with the Cardinals.
No, I loved it. Do you want sports to just be everyone, it's like Little League? No, have some fun.
Yeah.
You imagine if every player
around.
walked around like John Mozeliak?
Trash talking has been a thing since sports have been invented.
They don't have a lot of players that play with outward personalities. I guess Newt Barr does, and I guess Contreras does, and beyond that, they're all pretty buttoned down business.
Jose Martinez is a lot of fun.
He used to be, yeah. Carlos Martinez played with some flair.
Friend of the Plowhawk.
Love Carlos.
That's the fun part about otherwise baseball can get a little bit dry if you.
Jackson's going to attack Major League Baseball and then give an NBA take.
Well,
Lakers up 3-1 now, Doug.
Their best player, Goldschmidt, is a stone-faced first baseman. He's the best player they got for sure.
You can't
but he plays with You don't see any emotion out there. That's just who he is.
That's his personality.
Yeah, it's not a knock against him. It's just who he is.
And if it's in your personality to kind of throw your weight around, then God bless. Joe Kelly is one of my favorite players. He does it all the time. I love it. That's part of the fun of the game. If we're just going to chastise everybody for doing stuff like that, it's going to get a little dry.
Yachty is the most overrated catcher in the history of baseball. Thanks, 314.
Look,
all hell's breaking loose in the CDF group.
We didn't see this coming.
I think he's a Hall of Famer, but he's certainly not the best catcher of all time. If we both agree, can both be true? Like, he's really, really phenomenal, but he's certainly not the best that's ever played the game.
No, he just isn't.
Because offense have to come into play at some point. Yep. Like, you can be called the best defensive catcher, but if you're hitting, I don't know what his average is, but towards the tail end, he was hitting about 220, 240 there for a while.
And he did at the beginning of his career also. And didn't Pudge Rodriguez win like 14 or 15 Gold Gloves?
Like in a row.
Yeah, outrageous.
That's pretty good. But I love Yachty, and he should very well. I mean, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, Tim, did the 101 listeners follow you over here? Get these loser B-fib texters out of here. That's from Jenny, and then her last name is Talia. Italian girl.
Yeah. Unfortunate first name to go with that last name. Last name is Talia.
Our team is full of douchebags. We literally have twice as many losses as we do wins. Start talking smack when you're good. That's from Herb's Hog. We will see him next Wednesday at Maggie O'Brien's. How do you do?
Yeah.
Well, you'll see Herb. I don't know about his hog.
Yeah, Herb isn't Herb's Hog, right?
No.
He is a lot different in the text line
Herb
than he
doesn't
is in
text in.
person. He's very much mature and calm.
Sweet Kai does.
He does, yeah. He'll text in.
I'm going to wear the Three
West
Shades of
Virginia
Brown.
guy.
He is. He's soon to, very, very soon to be a West Virginia native.
Cabrera should have been backing up the throw. He was out of position. That's from the 314.
Goodness gracious.
This is a little balloon party right now, actually. We are getting a little, Doug, you're getting a little taste of 10 to 11.
Okay.
Surprising. I don't know what's happening. You can text in too, 314-881-TMA5, EDF group text inbox. Email in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Mother's Day is this Sunday. I had a sound story yesterday. Doug, do you have one today or tomorrow?
Two tomorrow.
Oh, you got a twin bill. Let's play two.
Doubleheader.
Back to back.
MySoundStory.com. Here is the deal. You get a gift certificate. You take care of Mother's Day shopping. It's coming up in 5 days. There's nothing you can do to stop it, brother. That's the deal. It's coming in 5 days. So you talk to your siblings and say, hey, I got a perfect gift. We can take care of it. And you get 20% off. Knock it out right now. MySoundStory.com. You don't have to schedule it now. You don't have to pick who's going to do the interview now. You can just get the gift card, and then it's sent to you immediately, and now it's taken care of. Just make sure you enter the promo code TMA when you check out, and it is a gift that will last forever, and your mom will love. We got a card. Do you get the card too? The kind lady who was in about a month ago, she sent me and the Plowhawk a card. She was so grateful for the interview. I'm like, oh, we just did what we do. But it means so much to people.
They're amazing people.
They really are. I had a wonderful gentleman yesterday. Just it's great wisdom that is shared along with the stories. I love them every time. I absolutely love doing these. Doug loves doing them. John Hewlett comes in to do them. Randy Carricker, Riz, Learn, Moon, Courtney Landrum. All available, mysoundstory.com. But get the gift certificate now for Mother's Day and 20% off this week for Mother's Day at mysoundstory.com. Just enter the promo code TMA. Oh, look, Mother's Day shopping is taken care of just like that at mysoundstory.com. Jackson is available. And Jackson is half the price. Jackson, I don't think it's saying, oh, your bargain rate, but we realize price points are different for everybody. Yep. And so you can get Jackson and then still get 20% off with the promo code TMA. MySoundStory.com. Doug Larry Nickel is with us right now, and he wants to recap things. I'll tell you what, I don't know what it says for me, but my TikTok, what's that?
Oh, I can KG with line, sorry.
Line 1 for Nixie.
Line 1.
Was, the only one blinking. Okay. Hello, Nixie.
Two, Doug. I'm not going to let that go. There are two people on the line, which is rare.
Let's see what we got. I was looking for who's on the other line. I don't know. It's just on the off chance it's a female.
No, we got caller Buzz on line 2 wanting to clear up Fingergate.
Fingergate?
Maybe we could take that in beginning of segment 1 or 2. 1.
Nixie, Larry?
Let's not talk about Fingergate right now. Let's talk about WWE.
Okay.
That's a great drop.
Okay. Well, how did it go last night?
It went okay. It was the post-draft because they did the draft last weekend. And then they did a little premium line event called Backlash. And that went pretty good. The last night was the first night of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Because they drafted Roman Reigns number 1 overall for SmackDown, which meant the undisputed title stays on SmackDown. That's why they're doing a tournament declaring a new World Heavyweight Champion.
I see. Okay.
Is Monday SmackDown or Raw?
Monday is Raw. Friday is SmackDown.
Got it.
Nice.
Wasn't Thursday SmackDown at one point?
It was Plowhawk.
Okay. Thank you. No, I wanted to make sure. I thought I was going crazy when I used to watch it. I thought it was a Thursday night.
It was this night for a while, then they switched it to Fridays.
Oh, cool. Thank you for the insight, Larry.
You're welcome. And by the way, let's go back to last night.
Okay, last night.
I'm not happy with the line of questioning this morning from the players.
Really is not very thrilled with this.
I don't mind the questions. But last night they had 2 triple threat matches.
2 of them.
Yeah, and then the winners of those triple threat matches met in the main event of last night's presentation.
Did they?
And the first triple threat match was Damian Priest, Seth freaking Rollins, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And of course, Seth freaking Rollins won that triple threat. and he went against the winner of the second triple threat match, which was Finn Balor, The Miz, and Cody Rhodes. Here's the storyline about that triple threat match.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes was going to win
speaking
the
for
match,
us all.
Yeah.
but Brock Lesnar came in and drug out Cody Rhodes and gave him an F5 on the floor.
An F5.
And as you
Tornado?
know, Doug,
Tornado.
yeah, and as you know, in multi-person matches, there are no disqualifications, no countouts.
Nor should there be.
Not in those kind of matches, Doug, because if there was, it would not give the other competitors a fighting chance.
Okay. All right.
So Finn Balor won the second triple threat match, which sets up a rematch from the 2017-2018 SummerSlam, where Rollins and Finn Balor fought for the first ever Universal Championship.
Okay. Fought or danced, depending on your perspective, I guess.
Fought.
Okay. Kind of. Yeah.
And so Seth Freaky Rollins won the rematch.
Yeah.
So he's the Raw representative for the finals of the World Heavyweight Championship, which will take place on May 27th in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions.
Oh, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm planning to.
Nice.
Yeah.
St. Louis to Riyadh?
Direct.
Well, it's
Southwest?
not direct, no. I have to stop in Cape Town.
Larry, do you have the top 5 countries in the world at your disposal for Doug's birthday?
Well, happy birthday, Doug.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you much.
Okay, number 5 will be Colombia.
Shakira.
No,
Edgar Renteria.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
number 4.
That
Puerto
too.
Rico.
Oh.
Yadier Molina.
Molina, yeah.
Gina Lynn.
And the home of Backlash this past Saturday.
Home of Backfat, the guy who invited Doug over Thursday.
Backlash.
Oh,
Right.
Imagine. He's a
Number
Backfat.
3 will be Greenland.
Greenland.
I don't know
okay.
if anyone celebs are
No.
there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to find an adult star from Greenland.
Number 2 will be Canada.
Plenty from there.
Yeah.
Number 1, the United States of America.
Yes!
Well, number 1, I guess.
Well, that would have ruined your birthday. If
What
you
if? Yeah.
Larry, God
Humbling.
bless you, and God bless these United States of America.
Yeah, God bless America.
There
God,
he
thank
is,
you,
the
Nick
best in
C.
the business. Larry Nickel with us here on the Ryan Kelly morning after. Boy, how about this? How about a treat? Okay, fine. Heavy Smoke and Chris Schaefer. 3-time world championship barbecue winner. Chris competes almost every weekend around the country in the biggest barbecue competitions. Heavy Smoke right off of I-70 in St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit on the outer road. I was out there about a month ago. Sweet mother of mercy.
Really?
Yeah, Chris is a great guy. Yeah, he's in studio a couple weeks ago.
Now, would he barbecue with charcoal or gas?
That's my intuition, I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I don't know.
I just don't know.
I mean, my intuition would be charcoal.
Yeah, mine too. But
If you're smoking,
if you're in a competition, I would think you'd want to know exactly what you're going to get.
But they're so good, they know.
Do they?
Yeah, that's my
You're
guess.
an
My
amateur.
guess. Chris's barbecue, the most succulent, slow-cooked, perfect party in your mouth you've ever experienced. Homemade sides, yeah. He's a barbecue genius, and for your graduation parties, maybe you're thinking for Mother's Day this Sunday, get it catered. Heavy Smoke BBQ.com. Get it catered with Chris and Heavy Smoke. Heavy Smoke BBQ.com. Iggy loves those Philly cheesesteak rolls. They take the brisket and then turn it into a Philly cheesesteak. That's one of their signature dishes. Those sides really are incredible. The burnt ends are so good. And something as simple as turkey. Doug, sometimes I know you like the healthy, simple option. The turkey.
Sure.
I like the word succulent. I'm going to go with succulent.
Okay.
It's
Oh, juicy. But it's succulent. It's way more upper crust.
Yeah, I try to convey how elite I am by using more syllables because I'm insecure about where I come from. So
Instead
I try
of
to
moist,
represent, oh, he's new money. No, I can use more syllables. That's what I try to do.
Okay.
Human thesaurus.
You could have said juicy or moist, but
Yeah,
you
but
went
then
with
people are like,
succulent.
that's 2 syllables. That's 1 syllable.
Okay.
You know? So I say succulent. People are like, oh, St. Louis Country Club? That's what I think they think.
Wow, that guy's eaten at Charcoal House before.
Yeah, oh, he's at HD2? Oh, yeah, we got to accept his membership application.
Too much
peel off your $200K.
Is it even worth applying at St. Louis Country Club?
Should we do it?
It's
How
100%.
would you like to? What we're going to do? We're going to call over there and ask for an application.
Call
We're
law.
gonna access an application.
No, we were going to walk in and go, do you guys have an open tea time? And
Twilight
bring the
rates.
Packer stack bag.
Do you have a summer membership Twilight rate?
Yeah, Twilight rates. Yeah, could I play past 3 p.m.?
Unlimited range balls.
I would like to see it similar to Stan, the caddy, when I asked him where the ATM was.
That was awesome.
And he goes, over there, and he pointed, like, at a gas station. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Heavy Smoke, BBQ. And you want your lawn to look good, Doug? You know about it. I know about it. It's Green Envy, Sweet Mother of Mercy. The lawn was cut, not by me, of course. Again, St. Louis Country Club. If you're
public
listening.
school kid.
Yeah, probably so, I would guess. And it was done on Thursday, and I looked out yesterday, and I go, we need to cut again. Thanks, Green Envy.
You know how they do it? They get rid of crabgrass.
Yeah.
That's the big evil in a lot of yards, especially
Oh, my
early in
yard.
the spring. You get a lot of rain, and we're going to get a lot of rain again someday here, and that'll wake up even the oldest crabgrass seed. Crabgrass can lay dormant until conditions are right for up to 15 years. Green Envy deploys a special crabgrass preventer. It's a trade secret. We're not allowed to even name it. And then keep that crabgrass under control so your yard can thrive like mine and like Tim's.
No.
We don't cut crabgrass.
No.
We're not up in the air, we don't.
anything.
Thanks to Green Envy. We would have it like you commoners, but we don't because we have Green Envy, and now you're going to be a little envious of our yard.
Yep, that's why we do it. 636-757-1600. Open 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday, so you can reach them right now. Saturday, 9 to 1. People have emailed left and right, for real, when we would talk about our lawns and how we're in awe of the way in which they are growing. We have nothing to do with it. Green Envy, that's the company. 636-757-1600. That's Green Envy. This is Milagro. All of our Milagro Tequila listeners of the month, Sans Natty Nate, have been involved in the program this morning. Beercat says, Doug, let's role play. You be the customer, I'll be Heavy Smoke, and I'll put a succulent, juicy party in your mouth. Think about it. That's from Milagro Tequila
I
listener
don't
of the
think
month,
he was
Beercats.
talking about turkey at all.
Might have been.
I don't think so.
That guy.
Oh, keep it clean, folks.
That Beercats is banging them 2 at a time.
Is he?
I'm telling you. Yeah, he's banging them 2 at a time.
Is he really?
Hot Wife Autumn, and what was the one last week that Iggy was critical of and then backed down on it?
I don't know.
Well, we need to know, is he buying these girls any apartments? What's the scenario?
On the ketchup marrier's salary? I know
That's
it'd be
true.
tough to
Well,
say.
he is the ketchup marrier, so he kind of had that monopoly around the entire St. Louis business district.
A lot of other restaurants can't figure out how to do it, so they call him a specialist.
He's like the Michael Clayton of ketchup.
Right.
He's a private contractor for ketchup marrying.
No, Stephen Wildwood, who's going to fight Jackson coming up here soon, says, if you lose Vladdy Burkett for Sound Story, does he edit out the parts he doesn't like?
Oh,
Damn, Gina.
Also, happy birthday, Doug. You're an inspiration to all of us over 50. And I will be at the Fox on Thursday. Sup, back fat's mom. Doug, that's Chairman Stephen Wildwood with kind of a Larry King-like text into the program.
Yeah, well, just points.
Yeah, just little points of interest.
Well, I don't mind it.
8:18 in St. Louis. John Denton will be with us talking Cardinals coming up at 9 o'clock. Correct, Jackson? That is scheduled.
That's the plan, yes, sir.
So that is coming up. Send your emails in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling. Email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. We're in the Michelob Ultra Studios. 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs if you're going to be out there shaving strokes. And yeah, you know, Jackson and I were talking about this in one of the commercial breaks where we stare out onto Olive Road and wonder why we decided to do this. And Jackson said, you know what, this Apple forecast ruined my golf weekend because it showed storms all the time, but then there were no storms, and the weekend was perfect.
It was like beautiful weather all weekend, and yet thunderstorm emojis across the board.
It's nothing but sun today on that emoji.
Yeah.
So it'll rain.
So it'll probably rain.
Oh, it's going to pour at like 2 p.m.
But at a high of 80, it looks optimal. I think today is a day for ball striking. So get on out there and enjoy it. And if you do it with a Michelob Ultra. The sponsor of the studios, the J. Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship, and next week's Dotum. It's only 9 days away. The EDF pre-party at Maggie O'Brien's is a week from tomorrow. Cannot wait. I told my wife, I said, let's get a babysitter for the next few days and have a pony. And maybe we wind up at the Stag Bar every night. Maybe we do.
Yeah.
Maybe we do.
Good.
And just see what's doing. It is.
I bet she was.
She's so excited about it.
Jumping up.
So excited about it. It's Michelob Ultra, the sponsor. And Maggie O'Brien's is where we will be next Wednesday. Maggie O'Brien's, Sunset Hills location. Of course, they have the downtown location for your Dowgies pregame, for your Cardinals pregame. It is Maggie O'Brien's. Eddie McVeigh, they put in millions of dollars to renovate that thing, and the renovation looks incredible. Park there and enjoy the festivities pre- and post-game at Maggie O'Brien's. And, of course, come and see us at the Sunset Hills location. It's Maggie O'Brien's and the great Eddie McVeigh. You know what you're going to get there? A family-owned Irish pub, 40 years. They take great care of you, and you will enjoy a delicious meal and a good time at Maggie O'Brien's. We close out our Mungan St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
That ball is gone.
Blow off work and join the morning after at Busch Stadium on Wednesday, June 14th, when the Cardinals take on the Giants for a day game. You can get field tickets for $30, which includes $12 in cards cash. Maybe use it to buy helmet nachos. You'll sit with other TMA listeners too. Before the game, head over to Salt and Smoke at Ballpark Village for a pre-game live TMA broadcast from 7-ish to 10 with a special breakfast and drink menu from Salt and Smoke. Not to completely overload you with information, but here goes. Head to the TMA STL shop to get your best fans in baseball shirt for our big day at a big discount. Use the code CARDS to get the shirt for only $20. Plus, all shirts will ship to Hubbard, and you'll pick them up at Salt and Smoke the morning of the game. Find out more about all this stuff at TMASTL.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Driving the ball 300 yards is cool and impresses your buddies, but scoring amounts to getting the ball in the hole. Thus, the best way to lower your scores is to improve your short game. If you want a golf green that putts true and gives you real grass performance when practicing chips, pitches, and bunker shots, the only company to call is Clubhouse Turf, St. Louis's exclusive partner of Celebrity Greens. Each Clubhouse Turf signature green is unique in design and can create your own backyard golf experience that your family and friends will enjoy for years to come. Call Clubhouse Turf today at 314-802-6229. Or visit them online at clubhouseturf.com.
Urban Dictionary defines thirsty as purposely, knowingly, and recklessly attempting to gain fame to boost self-esteem. So, are you thirsty? Well, TMA has you covered. Become a part of the 2023 TMA Listener of the Month Club. You nominate yourself for a monthly award. And if you win, you get recognition and stuff to help you satisfy that insatiable thirst. We're talking January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, etc. Go to TMASTL.com or the TMA app. Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information. Tell us why you deserve to be TMA Listener of the Month. And if you don't want to use your real name or photo, we don't really care. The TMA Listener of the Month. Get recognized just for being you, or fake you, or whatever. Quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila with Milagro in the morning after on KPNT HD2.
Hello, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
Is your basement leaking? Do you have cracks in your foundation or brickwork? If so, Stratum Structural Systems has you covered. At Stratum, we provide prompt and trustworthy basement waterproofing, foundation, and crack repair services to ensure your basement is dry for years to come. Are you finishing your basement? Stratum is also our area's leading installer of egress windows, which are now required if you're finishing the basement. Winner of the 2022 BBB Torch Award, Stratum Structural Systems. StratumRepair.com.
I will tell you this, I don't know if you can find a better place to get your work in than Family Golf and Learning Center if you want to become a better golfer. The driving range is absolutely phenomenal, but the short game area is where you are going to shave strokes off your game. It's Family Golf and Learning Center. Enjoy lunch or dinner on the terrace and wonderful patio on the back nine, bar and grill, plus the incredible golf amenities at Family Golf. Learn, practice, play your best. FamilyGolfOnline.com.
Ryan Kelly, the home loan expert, is here again today. Ryan, rates continue to be up, but still a good time to buy a house?
Absolutely. I got to tell you, we have this old saying at the office, marry the house, date the rate. Hear me out. Let's think about a house that was maybe $400,000 for sale. A year ago, with multiple offers, that house might have cost you $450,000 or even $500,000 to get it done. But now you could probably get that for below list, maybe even $350,000. So you can get the house at a big discount as opposed to what it might have cost you last year. And yes, rates are a little bit higher, but at thehomeloanexpert.com, we will refinance your loan with no fees when rates come down. So again, you marry the house, you fall in love with the house, but you date the rate, knowing that, you're probably going to refi it and get that rate down to keep that payment nice and low. These are the reasons why you need to be working with the expert. If you're even considering buying a home, don't wait. Don't let those higher rates scare you. Work with the experts. Got questions? Ready to get pre-approved? Apply online today at thehomeloanexpert.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I am here with a wonderful sponsor of TMA, and that is Longo Biggs Injury Law Firm. And this is something that I experienced, as a matter of fact, years ago. If you get a call from an insurance agency, if you were in an accident, they are not necessarily working on your side. Isn't that right?
Yeah, Tim. I mean, in almost every case, there's going to be an insurance company involved. They typically insure whoever caused the injuries to you by the person or the business that caused it. And unfortunately, from the moment your case begins, the insurance company is actually working against you, trying to minimize their payout. You might get a call from somebody who seems like to be a really nice person who's just trying to see how you're doing, but their goal is actually to get some information out of you to turn around and use it later to show that you're not as hurt as you actually are. Insurance companies have specialized systems and thousands of workers who follow a playbook to pay you as little money as possible when you're hurt. This is Doug Biggs, and my injury law firm hates insurance companies and their deceitful tactics, and we'll make a fair fight out of it. Visit our website or Google Longo Biggs Injury Law.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Mother's Day is this weekend. Shopping for mom is always tough. What do you give to the person who has given you and your family everything? This year, give the gift that will mean more than anything, and give the gift that will last forever. And that gift is a Sound Story. Sound Story is a 1-hour interview professionally produced at the Hubbard Studios here in St. Louis. The way it works is your mom picks the date, the person she wants to do the interview, and then comes into the studio for a conversation about her life, the lessons she's learned, and the family she loves. And right now, for Mother's Day, enter promo code TMA for 20% off a Sound Story gift card at mysoundstory.com. With a gift card to Sound Story, you're able to take care of Mother's Day shopping in a matter of minutes, and you're able to give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Mom will love the experience of sharing her stories, and your family, both today and years from now, will love to have the stories saved forever. Just go to mysoundstory.com, enter promo code TMA at checkout, and save 20% off your Sound Story gift card, and give Mom the perfect Mother's Day gift.
So, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and since you're so cheap, you might want to try to win something your mom or wife actually wants. The Only Facial has the perfect gift, and you could win one. It's a 60-minute signature facial certificate, packaged in a pink box with self-care items valued at $125, but you could get it for free. The Only Facial, with 3 locations in Clayton, U-City, and De Pere, plus a new location opening this summer in St. Charles. Find out how to win or get more details at tmastl.com. Now, back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
No better gift than the gift of song. That's why this song is perfect to send to your mother this Sunday. birthday.
So good.
Mother's Day should be something special, a day for you. Yes. So here's a song
emotional.
that you know it is true.
He started so high.
Mama, like when you do my laundry.
Born entertainer.
No, not me. This is a song for all the mothers out there.
Oh, yeah.
That guy always sounds like Cal May to me.
When you cook mac and cheese, it tastes so good. Especially when you don't burn it like you used to all the time. The cookies are really good, but I think I'm diabetic now. The wallet is empty and need some cash to get some gas. Have Mother's Day, it's a day for all the mothers to make them feel special. Happy Mother's Day, it's a day for all the mothers, make them feel on top of the world.
I love how each song.
The editing on this show is horrible.
No, I'm going to mention each song of theirs is missing about 2 verses and about 2.5 minutes of music. It's like each song is a minute long and a huge long intro.
That went from like one really hard guitar chord to just the end of the song.
Yeah, that's it. We're out of time here.
The Golden Shafted, Legend of Doug Vaughn.
Where do you find this music?
Honestly, they used to have a YouTube page, if I'm not mistaken.
Acoustic Sessions.
And that's where I'm glad I did so, where I recorded each song.
Did you?
Because I don't know if I don't know if you can find, these may be exclusive to us at this point now.
These are exclusives.
You may have the only recording of it still.
I honestly think so. I know there's a couple on there, like their baseball one, the original one that they got popular with. Well,
their first hit.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
When I took my son to the Cardinals and Angels last week so he could see Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout and Doug, the traffic, as you know, and I think they're going to redo Highway 40 coming up in 2008, and it should help eliminate the traffic when
Shut it down for a couple of years?
Yeah, when they do that.
Take care of it once and for all. Not going to widen it or anything. That was the time to put Metrolink right down the middle of Highway 40.
Just like BART. You know what BART is?
Bay Area Rapid Transit.
It is, yeah. You drive on, I don't know if that's a 101 or whatever the hell it is, but yeah, there's a Bay Area rail transit. But anyway, so, St. Louis being as big as it is,
right.
I take Lindbergh on 40. I should take what you call God's Highway.
Right, 44.
That's exactly right.
Amazing.
But we took an Uber, and the Uber just goes on 40, and you get right on 40, and it's like you're in Manhattan, It's amazing.
Every time I'm Big Bend.
It's a Big Bend.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
Doesn't matter what time of day
they shut the thing down for 2 years that you have that going on in a city that, all due respect, isn't really experiencing growth. But nonetheless, like you said, they're going to work on that coming up in 2008. Is that what they?
I think they're done working on any of it forever.
But nonetheless, we had a nice hour drive to get to the Busch Stadium.
God.
Quick commute.
I used to be able to get to my house from Sunset Hills to Channel 4 if I stepped on it in about 18 minutes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Would you take God's Highway, though?
Well, of course. Yeah.
It never is. And each exit has its own lane, so nobody is like jotting in there at the last second. You got plenty of freedom.
It's all about 40 in Big Bend, which has gotten worse since they redid the highway 15 years ago. Digressing, the whole point of it was, he likes to watch music videos. Certainly, a lot of them are absolutely inappropriate for a 5-year-old, without question. But that's who I am, and that's what I believe in. And his request, right as an hour in, we're getting off at, I believe it's 14th Street, the exit on the left side.
Yeah,
he said, "Hey, can we watch It's Halloween Time?"
What is that?
It's time to scare the pants off your friends, Doug.
That's right. That was Acoustic Sessions' Halloween Time. That was the song he wanted to go to next. He wanted to watch their music video for It's Halloween Time.
Really?
And the music is absolutely haunting. Like, if you hear it without knowing what it is, it does sound like a serial killer. Like,
I want to pull it up for the audience members who might not be familiar with it.
It's time to scare the pants off your friends.
Yeah, we don't even need to pull it
that
out.
one, yeah, sure, I remember that.
It's really, really good.
That's what we were listening to as
It's
we
opening up now.
made our hour commute to Busch Stadium for a Wednesday night game.
And you didn't even get to see Trout.
Living maybe. No, I saw Trout. No, Tony. Doug didn't because he didn't play 2 of the 3 games.
Thursday,
Could have been in Columbia by now.
And
That's what I was thinking.
There's a haunting video that goes with this.
Very haunting.
Aren't they carving pumpkins?
Yeah, I think they are.
I think I remember watching.
Trick or treat, door by door.
I can see how a little kid could get into this.
No, it's nice that your son's embracing the classics early.
That's right. Very proud.
Imagine being on a date and you bring her home and everything's going great and she thinks you're a musician.
Anal.
Yeah. He goes, let me put on one of my tracks.
Hey, you play it.
Guys, did I hear one of the lyrics? Your cookies were good, but now I have diabetes. Thanks. That's from Mrs. Janny Shanahan.
Well, that
Was
can
that in
happen.
the Mother's Day song?
If you eat too many.
Yeah, that was in the Mother's Day mix.
Really?
Guys, Plowsy's best of work lately has been great. Yesterday, the Lil Quiche interview was on. Doug asking if she plays the cello off the sheet music or by ear will always get me. That's from Arbor Day. Is it the real Arbor Day? We have no way to know.
See, we still have the same skeleton, but yes, I have been trying to pepper in some different things. What's funny is we did have the Sinbad interview was supposed to play before this show, but it didn't time out accordingly.
Bad beat
so
for the audience.
I had to take it out and fill it with something else.
I mentioned yesterday, and the people are emailing in, and I enjoy it, and I appreciate it. Things are getting done because of the people emailing me, and then I get it in the right hands here at Hubbard. And somebody emailed in, because I said the skeleton is going to change, I believe June 1st. Doug, this pesky skeleton.
Right, it's caused a lot of problems for many people.
And we will, I believe, not be replaying the shows. Certainly won't be replaying the shows all the time on the weekends. I know that. And I don't know if it'll be no more replays or if it'll be one replay. I have no idea of the live show that day during the week. But that's a sales department thing. And then I got an email from someone who said, how is that going to impact the live reads for the companies who advertise on the show, because now they're only going to be heard one time between 7 and 10. And I said, I assumed this was an advertiser.
Mm-hmm.
And fair question. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar which account is yours on the show and which sales rep is yours, and I will get you in touch with your sales rep to answer that question.
Well,
he goes, well, I'm not an advertiser, I'm just a listener, and I want to make sure the sponsors are taken care of.
I don't know if that's what his intentions were, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
What do you think is what could the intentions have been?
I'm going to stir some drama.
Yeah, you do that. You want to post that on the fan page.
That's true. But also
if you want to actually get an answer and get something accomplished, you email me.
But with the skeleton, I thought what was changing was the weekend. Now, the weekday, we still play the show right after the show. We've been doing that ever since we've been here. You know, the show replays right after we get done here, and then all day or TMA Best of start at noon.
Do they?
So, and on the weekends, I thought we were completely changing it to just Best ofs. And on the weekends, I don't believe advertisers pay extra for the live reads that are played on the weekends. I do not know that answer, but
I don't know either.
I'd be surprised if that was the case.
If we do,
I know my banana is huge.
Yeah, that thing is absolutely.
Hawk made that observation here if you're watching on YouTube, and just believe this. I took it down with one gulp.
Yeah,
my esophagus is flexible.
Oh gosh,
that thing
Malleable,
rivals
really.
any zucchini I've seen in the market lately.
In the market, you're doing a great job. Plow signed Arbor Day. Is this the real Arbor Day? Potentially, but I'm in the text inbox as Brian Henshin, so it must be the Asian Arbor Day. Like that comes from Brian Henshin.
Nonetheless,
everybody wants to be Arbor Day.
If we do 3 hours from 7 to 10. Wouldn't a replay go from 10 to 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so so it goes to about 12:30, and then we fill in about 22 to 25 minutes of best of material to get me to 1. So it is 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. Then 7 p.m. we replay the show again from 7 to 10, and then 10:30 and 11 is best ofs.
When is Sinbad on?
It was, like I said, I did it to where it would get a play right before the show to get that, get a topic brewing, but it just didn't time out.
Doug, I don't know how this is going to feel. Happy B-Day to my sweet and sexy stepdad, Doug. Can't wait to take those tight khakis off with my teeth tonight. Cheers. That's from Little Beer Cats.
Oh, gosh, it is. Gosh, can you imagine writing that to somebody old enough to be your grandfather? He actually typed that out and sent it.
And his father, his real father, is really proud of it.
His dad's asleep at the switch.
I have butt-fingering statements that need to be announced. Happy birthday, Doug. Fill me up, Buttercup. That's from caller Buzz. Is he on the line still? He wanted to issue a statement?
No, he's gone.
Good, he's gone.
Call back in, Buzz.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really need his commentary. I don't think.
Replays of current shows are pointless. Every segment's available on demand. This is Plowsy just trying to get out of work. It's from the Crystal City Claimer. I'll handle this, Plowhawk. If the sales staff sold it to clients that your spots will be heard multiple times throughout the course of the day on the radio, then there is a reason for it. And that was not something that the Plowhawk, who had nothing to do with Doug, what is known as the pesky skeleton.
No.
I love the topic, the skeleton, though. This is one of my favorite ones.
It is tending to that, but if the sales staff says, you know what, advertisers really don't care about that because most of the audience podcasts anyway, so it is on demand. So therefore, now that these idiots have been here for 15, 16 months, now we have a better idea of what we have, then it won't be necessary to replay if the audience would like more best ofs. So that is why it goes to the sales department.
Yeah, let's just say I've been in the lab the last few weeks.
Oh, have you been in the lab?
Have you?
Well,
You got a
creating
white lab coat?
Well, creating a ton more best ofs in anticipation of a skeleton change. So obviously you're gonna have to play more best ofs to replace the 3, 6, 9 hours of replays, 12 hours of replays we do on the weekends.
Guys,
So yeah, I'm proactive.
This little beer cat sounds sexually frustrated. It's from Jackson's buddy in West Virginia, Sweet
19.
Sweet Kai. Can you be sexually frustrated at 19?
Yeah, I
If
guess.
you haven't had it ever, maybe yes.
Oh.
I feel like you've had to have it, and then you go on a drought.
Yeah,
I think you're probably sexually frustrated 24/7 when you're 19.
Right. That's all you think about.
Your absolute peak as a male is 19.
A lot of ass play right now if you're in your 20s. Isn't that right, Jackson? I mean, I guess you don't know. You don't know the 90s and aughts to comparatively speak to ass play.
I feel like salad tossing is coming more and more commonplace.
I really do. Because when Chris Rock did that bit, which really was
I bought that CD.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I bought that CD.
So he was there was a special, I think, on HBO, and I think it was a documentary, and maybe somebody or 20 people will text me in about guys living in prison, and they cut to some guy, and he explained how he got things in prison, and he would use his tongue on gentlemen's birthday canoes.
I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
And he titled it Tossin' Salad. Now, it's a part of our lexicon in the United States of America in 2023. But at the time, which I think was the mid-'90s, it was a haunting moment for many people for that interview to come out. And then Chris Rock capitalized on it. Doug, was that his Bring the Pain special?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was 12 years old.
The Colorado Rockies logo behind him, but it was a CR for Chris Rock. I don't know if that was an MLB trademark infringement or not. I don't handle legal. And he brought about, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to run into salad tossing man.
No.
And then he went into the salad tossing man. So that was how it was brought in. Because, you know, occasionally growing up, the oil scene with Chasey Lane, Jill Kelly, and Kylie Ireland, they were all over each other, doing everything. But nobody ate anybody's ass. Now, everybody's eating ass.
Yeah.
And as I've brought it to everybody's attention here, you know, I've texted with Manuel Ferrara, and I've also seen him get his ass eaten. And what a Venn diagram that is. And I'll see it pop up, and I'll go, I got it now. I'm out on the scene, and unfortunately now I've got to sell my stock in this adult starlet because I could never get the vision of Manuel's legs up in the air as she goes a dining.
I'm not kink shaming or trying to put.
Because we don't kink shame on the show.
I do.
I'm certainly not even trying to put restrictions. But I think it would be good play to maybe wait for ass play, salad tossing, at least until you can buy a beer, maybe rent a car.
Wow. You need some legislation. You're kind of on the Rick Santorum train.
You jump into that too early. I mean, what's going to excite you in 20, 30 years? I mean,
that's what I actually have wondered about this. What in 20 years will be the thing that those who are eating ass right now will go, wow, that's too much?
I wouldn't do that. Like
foot play?
I don't know. I think that I would do foot play over
Our generation,
a canal.
we've invented nothing. People have been doing this
It's so
stuff for
accurate.
thousands of years. We
You think when there were mounds of toughs, like John Adams got his ass eaten?
Oh, gosh, he's one of the founding fathers.
Oh, could you imagine
Oh,
the
we think-
founding
we always
father
think-
toughs?
When
Van
we're-
Buren always struck me as that.
When you're
Yeah, I agree
14 or
with that.
15 or 16, you think you've invented sex. You're the first people that ever knew anything
You think
about
Little
it.
Beer Cats thinks he invented sex?
Probably that. Yeah, when you're that age, you think this is all new. No one else has thought of this but us. Whatever you can think of, it's been done for thousands of years. Unfortunately.
Hey, sweet Kai, what's sexually frustrating is when you and your boys take a trip to a cabin and all indulge in, and then it gets graphic. Stay in your lane, son. That's from Little Beer Cats, Doug.
Sweet Kai wasn't on the trip to the cabin,
Oh,
so
that's going to be tough.
Well, I mean, it's just factually inaccurate. So, I like Little Beer Cats. When I met him, he was super nice.
What
He's
did you
kind
mean?
of
I thought
turned.
he's only been to one event.
I met him at a Cardinal game.
Oh,
yeah, and so now he's switched up, and I have to say in response, and this is no shot, but you might want to stay in your lane, young man.
Wow, Jackson talking down to the
I mean, if you don't know what you're talking about, you probably shouldn't text in.
Caller Buzz wants to talk about it all. He is on, Doug. He would like to issue a statement regarding the allegations that he gets fingered every night by his wife.
That they are true.
Yes, Buzz. What is it?
Hey, I do have a few statements that I would like to clarify on the finger play.
Okay, make it quick.
Okay, well, I have three. The first one is that I have never gotten on all fours and have been fingered.
Gosh.
The second statement, my knees have never gone above my head.
Oh,
man.
Ever in any kind of situation?
You ever taken a charge?
I have taken a couple charges, but not in the bedroom. And the third statement is, my wife has never put on a strap-on and inserted it.
Oh, gosh.
All right, Doug, those are our statements for your birthday.
I think that's
Why do we need to know that?
Glad we cleared the air,
Why
though.
would you call up a radio station and say those things?
That was a good call.
That's a great call.
Did you leave?
He's hung up.
Take that to KMOX.
I hung him
See
up.
how they
I
deal with
think for me, I'm gonna pick and choose now when the callers. I think he peaked there. I think it was a great call.
Oh, wow.
Right
Is
off
he your
the table.
front runner for Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month for May?
I don't want him to lose. A lot of people lose a little thunder during the tail end of the call.
That's why Natty Nate appeared for 10 seconds on the show this year, won a Listener of the Month, and went away.
That dude pulled the ripcord better than anyone ever.
Natty
done.
Nate.
Yeah, he knows when he has had a take, and he is very happy with it. And he's done.
I'm surprised we didn't hear from him after the Cardinals struggle, because usually he gets fed up rather easily with the Cardinals.
Correct.
He might be so fed up that he's not ready for a call yet.
That could be.
I didn't go. This kid sounds dumb. Sweet Kai has issued a response to Little Beer Cats. We have a new war. Orson Woods Wacko, Mr. Licks, and now Little Beer Cats and Sweet Kai.
Yeah.
I changed my fantasy baseball name to Founding Father Tufts.
You got rid of, what were you before? Bleeding Anus?
Foreskin Stew.
Oh, Foreskin Stew.
We're going to change it up for this week. See.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you in the basement of the league?
No, I'm 3-2.
I
Right in
lost.
the
I
middle
was
of the
committed
pack.
to going undefeated this year, and I lost. I got to tip my cap to my opponent. I don't know who the guy is that beat me. It wasn't one of you goofs.
No.
I don't know who it was. We have people in the league that we don't know.
I don't know
guess.
half the people in there.
Well,
KJ O-Town, are you in there? Are you and Edmund still in the league?
I'm not. I stopped talking to him after that debacle.
Oh, he didn't pay you?
He didn't pay the league fee. I
And he
couldn't
would
make
have
any
won the
moves.
league.
He didn't make enough money during his career.
Exactly right.
Big Boston Delco is already in a situation where we have a problem.
What do you mean? What's
He's
the problem?
0-5, I think.
Oh, he's the defending champion.
I know.
Wow.
I couldn't believe
I just
that.
took his measure.
But some guy picked up this pitcher for the Mariners, and it's what beat me last week. And I have to tip my cap. It was a great move. I'd never heard of the guy. He had 2 starts, and he shut down 2 teams.
It's hard to repair your team after the draft when you got 16 teams out there with everybody looking for players.
Wobbler did a power move and benched a starting pitcher on Sunday evening. He got shelled, would have given me whip in ERA for a dub. Wobblers left him off the roster. Most people don't do that.
Oh, that's a good move.
I love that
Wobbler's
move.
a sharp guy.
Yeah.
He's U-High. He's playing at a different
Oh,
level.
okay. That's
You just have to
I didn't
understand
know
that's
that.
Yeah, he
the
was
way-
playing chess.
Exactly. It's ABC stuff here. It's very, very standard move. Mark Hanna is also playing chess. 314-889-0503, evergreenstl.com. Mark Hanna, Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Longtime sponsor, and Jackson, you're a client. What makes him magical?
He's the great communicator. I mean, we've talked about it forever about what he did there in Berlin, and
It wasn't him.
and I think that just is like the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his communication skills. Like, if you thought that was good, get on the phone with him. And I think you're really going to see the difference there, because you get on the phone, he makes a custom plan for you. It's not just cookie cutter that someone in your age range or salary is going to, possibly use. No, he wants to learn about you and your goals, and then if you have a problem or maybe something changes, or maybe you want to change up your plan, you give Mark a call. You're going to get off that phone call feeling better than when you got on it. And that, to me, is worth everything. That's exactly why I work with Mark Hannon. That's exactly why you should as well.
You can call 314-889-0503, and now you're working with Mark Hannon of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Go online at evergreenstl.com. Work with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. We had a flat tire situation on Saturday, and I texted James and I said, "Hey, is there any way that you can tell me what the State Farm situation is?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, you do this, do this, do this." And he goes, "Hey, and if you need some help, I can get over there to pick up your wife and son if they're stranded right now," because I was at home watching our 1-year-old. And I said, "Man, you are out of control. That's absurd." But that's the kind of customer service you get from James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. And you might go, "Well, he's doing that because you're the one doing the commercials." And I go, I get that you're thinking that, but then go to Google, type in James Carlton State Farm, and then you're going to see 310 stories similar to mine from people who have worked with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. 314-961-4800 to go online at carltoninsurance.net. I made the switch. I will never go anywhere else. James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. 314-961-4800 to go online at carltoninsurance.net. Speaking of the flat tire situation, Clayton Patterson comes over yesterday, Doug. You know Clayton.
Sure, very well.
I've seen him we got brand new tires on the whip, got new brakes and brake pad for the CRV. I've been there a lot. They couldn't be better.
They're just great people.
They are. Jamie Burkhardt texted me yesterday saying, "Hey, you guys need to switch cars while the car gets repaired." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know my wife had reached out." She goes, "No, she didn't. I just heard you talking about the flat tire, and I want to make sure we take care of it."
We need better customer service than that.
So Clayton comes over, drops off a car. They go, "We just patched up the tire. We need to get a new tire."
Really?
And I think she probably already has the car back, just like that. That's what they do. Now you go, "They're doing that because you do the commercials." And I say, no. There are hundreds of TMA listeners who can speak to the experience of working with Munganess St. Louis Acura and their customer service. If you text that number, Doug, it's a secret number of 314-252-0029. Clayton Patterson just texts you back like right away.
Yeah.
And what do you need? And Clayton actually showed me the database of the secret number.
Oh, wow.
I bet it's a lot of ladies.
Yeah. That's the one thing I didn't see. What I did see is 5-star service and a ton of people using the secret phone number.
You can go to some repair shops and people are screaming at each other. There's brawls breaking out.
Unreal.
People are using welding torches on one another, threatening lawsuits. You go to Munganess, everything's calm and cool. Everyone's happy. Here's your car, man. Why, thank you. You fixed it just like I wanted.
Have you seen the snack selection?
Oh,
have you seen the drink selection?
Big screen TV.
Coffee machines in every direction that you see.
How do you do?
Yeah, you almost want to have something go wrong with your car so you can go there and sit in the lounge.
I always get myself a nice little snack for the way.
Oh, yeah, me too. And a drink.
It's Munganess, the secret number, 314-252-0029, or go online. That great pre-owned selection right now, too. stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. Tossed Salad Man said, and I quote, wow, somebody actually has the quote from the Tossed Salad Man. "Well, when a man's giving you oral pleasure, he can pretend that's something else. When he's licking your ass, he knows it's ass." That's from the Birthday Hawk.
It's an interesting theory.
So vivid.
It sounds like something out of like a book.
So was the Tossed Salad Man... So what's the Tossed Salad Man trying to say?
I feel like I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Okay, well, what is it?
Well, if you're doing the former of what he said, you can like pretend it's something other than what it actually is.
Is that right?
Well, I don't know from personal experience, but
are you talking like a lollipop, or you can think of
you can probably think of some things in that shape. But when you're tossing salad,
you're thinking about what's a good drug for hepatitis that you're going to get here.
I tell me what, if you give me red pill, blue pill, and blue pill's eating ass, I'm eating ass. I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
Between those two?
Yeah, between those two for sure. Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Probably would agree.
Maybe I should tweet that out.
I don't know if that's a good
Gallup
poll question. And this is being...
If Ryder can tweet it out from the 101.
As we're talking, this is like in the hallway right now as we speak. We're another way, but this current conversation is like...
Right.
Let's see what we got here. Deke Dotum, Doug. Happy birthday, Doug. Love you, boo thing.
Oh.
And Scott Sprinkle Ballsack's wife. Happy birthday, Doug. Hope you have the best day. Can't wait to see that cute caboose next Wednesday.
No.
From Scott Sprinkle Ballsack's wife.
Well, thank you for the well wishes.
Hello.
Isn't it odd that we are more likely to eat a stranger's ass on a first date than hold their hand? Thanks, that's from Buzz.
Huh.
Well, COVID.
I don't think that's going to stop you.
COVID. Supply
Why not
chain
both?
shortage.
Yeah.
There's KG No-Town.
Yeah, you could do both.
Supply chain issues.
That's going to stop you?
Yeah.
Hey, pal, I don't track everything you do. Just sounds like something you do. And to clear the air, I don't mean to have Jackson involved. I'm actually a fan of Jackson, just not his friend, who's got beef with an 18-year-old. Doug, that's Little Beer Cats.
Well,
directed towards
God,
sweet Kai.
He's too active.
Don't
Go
be-
to school.
To be fair, you can't talk smack, and then when someone talks it back, say like, well, you're talking smack to an 18-year-old. Like, you kind of, you poke the bear. You poke the bear a little. And when you poke the bear, see Dylan Brooks.
Sweet Kai is Dylan Brooks?
No.
Little Beer Cats is Dylan Brooks.
Little Beer Cats is acting. I'm not saying he is, but he's acting a little Dylan Brooks-like.
Guys just tuned in and heard all the ass-eating talk. I'm assuming it must be Doug's birthday. Happy birthday, Doug. That's from Manute Bowl eligible.
Well, thanks, Manute. Thank you, Manuti.
The great thing about eating ass is you can eat your partner's dinner leftovers at the same time. Think about it, Doug. That's from Deke Dotum. That was right after his birthday wish.
I'm not going to think about
My problem, if it's like, hey, you do it and then I'll do it to you, it's like whoever my partner is going in for, you're doing
an experience.
You're doing work. You're a coal miner at that point. You are really strapping it in and getting dirty in that.
Ugh.
I just wouldn't.
Is it a thicket?
I would say it's a
Don't
thicket.
say thicket.
I would say, how, when you're walking through a jungle, you
need a machete?
Well, I'm just saying it may be where you kind of peekabooing. So,
Ooh.
yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't want to have that happen.
It's still hot, though. That's so crazy about
Guys, think about this. People will eat ass, but not the brown bruise of a banana. We're odd creatures. That's from Cuck Knobloch.
That is
who was
weird.
Cleaning a litter
it's
box
not
and then
that
walked in on a lesbianism.
Most people would much rather eat the banana.
Speak for yourself, Doug.
KG No-Town from the...
That might be
Like, I don't eat seafood, but I wouldn't rule out tossing salad, I guess.
Okay.
Put that off. Played that at the start of Balloon Party. Then Buster Olney will be with us at 10:05, which reminds me, Taylor Twellman just texted me and said, can we do earlier today by chance? I put Buster Olney at 10:05 to allow us to have the interview, segment to react, and then Taylor Twellman at 10:30. And now Taylor needs to go earlier. Doug, what do you do in a situation like this? We're both industry veterans.
Yeah.
Taylor wants to go earlier. I got Buster Olney. I was texting with him. Thought 10:05 would be the best time to book him. Taylor is usually 10:30. I don't want to text Buster to have him call an audible. That's bad ball.
Yeah. Be harder to get Buster Olney. He's kind of a special occasion
Taylor's
type of
sponsored.
guy. Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying? So now you get into the area. What do we do? Let's produce. Let's play. You be the producer.
Can you put one of them on HD2?
You want to talk it over?
Okay.
I would do, I don't know the structure. Do you have 4 breaks, 3 breaks?
3
in your
breaks.
Hour? 3 breaks.
4 segments.
So I would do 10:05. Taylor Twellman push him back to 10:16. That's 14 minutes earlier. You don't get enough time with Olney, but you can still do the 12
the doggies
minutes,
had a
11 minutes.
ring postpone.
Yeah.
You know?
Did they have a U.S. Open match?
They do, Doug. Chicago tonight, Chicago Saturday. How do you do?
This is that national tournament that they're
It's the yacht cup.
I think we're answering our
Cup.
question right now as we try to butcher
What is
this
it, though?
soccer.
I don't know.
I think it. I
Right.
mean, with the Contreras
Unless
talk.
maybe he could go tomorrow.
Oh, Contreras has got to be the story. It's the story, that whole
Yeah,
saga.
we're totally free tomorrow.
Buster had
Contreras
takes.
will do something again
I'll text him
today.
right now
He'll
and
play
say-
again today.
Yeah, we're completely free tomorrow. 2 guest Tuesday. Sometimes,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But we have wide berth Wednesday tomorrow, so it could
Wide berth Wednesday.
That's what
Right.
you text him.
be, right.
You don't mind doing a wide berth Wednesday, do you?
We're wide open.
right.
We got
So I got
nothing.
Buster
Why don't
Olney.
you come then?
At 10:05, and he can only do 10:05.
I like the You Play Producer. It's a fun segment.
You play producer. Would it be better to do tomorrow for you? How about that, Doug? Sorry, I'm producing.
No, I think that works.
On the air, if you don't mind. The great Jamie Burkhart's listening. God bless him.
What up, Jamie?
Buzz is back. You just saw this from KG in O-Town. He's back.
That's old.
Oh. It's like,
we're done.
He went to second go around.
More?
He had more statements to make.
God almighty. Tim, put Taylor in his place. You are the senior alum from St. Louis U High in this situation, and you're Tim McKernan. He works around your schedule. That's from Mr. Licks, Doug.
Oh.
Do you think it matters that he's class of 97 and I'm class of 94?
It matters not in the least bit, Tim. No.
I think it matters. What's it called? Yorty?
Yorty.
Yeah.
Like that.
Seniority.
You have Yorty at Sigma Nu? Was it called Yorty?
My row number was 1543.
Ooh.
So anyone higher number than that, yes, I have seniority over them.
Nice.
But we used to say that all the time. If two people wanted the same thing in fraternity, you'd say numbers, meaning your numbers were lower.
I like that.
You were initiated earlier, so you got priority.
We didn't have any of that. Kind of wish we did.
It was a good system.
Yeah, I wish we had some numbers.
Whenever you got initiated, that was your number.
Right.
Maggie, who handles the account which sponsors Taylor Twellman, just texted me, please support the sponsor, Tim.
Yeah. Well,
That job,
These are
Maggie.
all the things that are,
Yeah.
this is, people think you just show up and start talking.
Right.
Well, now you hear just how tough this really is.
Well,
I love how I'm thinking in my head, Maggie's listening to this and just yelling at the radio. Like, just do the sponsored one, which is probably the one you really need to do.
That is true.
So, thank you, Maggie. She's great.
Maggie is great. I've decided I'm a Maggie Lemming.
I agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Vladdy, go ahead and listen to my mic drop and let me know if it needs to be edited. And after that, take your edits and shove them up your ass in 48 hours. That's Chairman Steve in Wildwood, still not happy that Jackson edited his mic drop yesterday.
I'm not responding to Vladdy, so you
Yeah,
can
that's
just text that in all you want.
Smart move.
I don't know who you're talking to. Surely isn't me.
no.
Surely isn't I.
No, it can't be you.
Tim, cancel on both of them, but offer up your whole in condolences. That's from the Crestwood Coyote. Wonder how that would play with Buster only.
Yeah, we'll tell them that we have to.
Well-
we really got to talk about this Lakers-Warriors series and the resurgence of Anthony Davis.
I'm sure he'd be fine if we said...
Yeah, I don't think he would be too hurt.
Yeah, he's probably so busy that if someone says we can't take it this time, he's probably fine. Say, okay, great.
Oh,
I'll do it some other
100%.
day.
But I mean, he had the most damning tweet.
Right, 100%.
And I'm like, oh, can we have you on? And he's like, I'm flying back across the country when you're on Monday. We can do Tuesday. In my mind, I'm like, it's not going to be Tuesday. It won't be the same as Monday, but I'll still do it. Oh, yeah, we got Taylor Twellman, 10:30. So I don't want to put Buster at 10:15. Don't want to put him at 10:45. Do 10:05. And now, Doug, this is just too tough of a career.
Come on, you'll get through it. You'll get through it.
This is a hard career.
It isn't a hard
Madison-
career.
We need to go back into nuclear fusion.
Madison gets
Some of
home,
the money's going to be.
and I've
For
been home
R&R.
for 5 hours already.
Tim, tell Vladdy he needs to grow a pair of balls. That's from Roy Hopper. That's the Plowhawks guy from Canton.
Love Roy.
Again, don't know who you're talking to.
Good, solid official.
He's probably still officiating
I imagine
to this
so.
day. I bet you has weekend games all
How
week.
many striped shirts you think he has?
1,000.
Really?
I guarantee it, yes. You should see the white New Balance. I bet you he puts
It's got to be
in
black.
work
You got to
on
wear
those.
black shoes with your rep.
Yeah, he may have transferred. to
Polish.
black.
You got to polish them.
Was he a better official than Fungo?
The only picture I saw of Fungo was him like kneeling down while the game was going on. Rory never did that.
He was vaping too or something.
Rory was great, man.
Probably making wing sauce during the halftime.
Could have been.
Taylor says he can make today work, he thinks. All right.
Two Guest Tuesday, baby.
Two Guest Tuesday, Doug. I'm 18. You can't make fun of me. Act like a man, little simp. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai back at Little Beer Cats. Doug, why are the listeners fighting?
I know.
Especially
That's what
on
I'm
your
saying.
birthday.
Especially my friends.
They bicker.
If you're 18 and texting in the program, it's fair game for anybody, right?
Guys, I just want to be clear. Dawson's Creek said he wouldn't stick his wiener there, but he would lick there. That's from the Breakfast Club.
I'd probably be more apt to receive the tossing of the salad than I would.
Don't say apt. I don't like the word apt.
I think
I
it's
know.
Then to engage in anal coitus?
Yeah, I think so.
But what are you? Wow. Okay, so let's say you're on all fours.
I don't want to.
I can't kink shame.
Right.
Let's say it goes five. Let's say it goes more than 5
If Jackson
minutes.
wants to get his ass eaten instead of have anal sex, then I got to stand by him.
I think
my guy.
I think I would be more
Gosh.
apt.
Remember, your parents are listening
I
to
know
this.
it's tough.
My parents bailed, but my dad, Timmy, I really like that show on 101.
My
Can we
parents
talk more ass eating on there?
Parents are never surprised.
Yeah.
Ma, Pop, if you're listening, switch over the dial for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, see what Randy and Carrie and Brooke have going.
Same topic.
Surely they're not. It's nothing but salad tossing across the dial. Yeah, no, I think I would probably. I'd just be curious to see what it feels like.
I want to see how awkward it is. My whole point of like
that would be
like you have that. Okay, I'm going to be a little weird. You're going to have the sound going on in the background, and you can't talk. You're just sitting there like a dog, like waiting for a treat or something. Like
dog.
I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I haven't seen any of the videos.
It has really been an issue for me here over the last year or so. When here we go, a guy grabs his knees and throws them up over his head, and here comes this, like 10 seconds ago I was really into, and now she goes a-dining.
Well, see, here's
we got Flaherty going today, and he needs a bounce-back start.
Here's the thing with this, Tim. I've noticed on the sites that I go to, they actually show hashtags on the video. So it'd be like hashtag MILF, hashtag double team.
Right.
And then, sorry, it just did. That's what happened.
KG, this segment's called hashtag double team.
But then if you see like a hashtag rim or hashtag, salad, something, that's when you can kind of know.
But back in the day, the good old days of 2021, I would have gone, okay, guy's going to eat her ass, whatever. But now it's like, here come these hairy legs up in the air.
Would it be better if they shaved them?
It's awful. It's just, I'm so out on it. I don't know what to do. I'm really disappointed in these adult starlets.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, maybe break your addiction for a couple of days. Maybe that would help.
No,
I can't see Manuel for a day or two. Guys, it's too bad y'all couldn't have Buster on TMA. It would have been great to hear Osama bin Bootface chime in with a rehashed question about Mosalia bow tie from that you guys had just asked 1 minute earlier. Brian Henshin.
That was my favorite when he would walk in the middle of like a JR segment and then just start talking about whatever he wanted.
When he asked him what the weather was like in Canada.
Or in Buffalo when he said he wasn't in Buffalo 30 seconds prior.
Well, when you need a smoke break and you show up late, sometimes you don't hear the first part of the interview.
Very true.
All right, John Denton is going to join us to talk about the Cardinals. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. That is coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. And if you are looking to shave strokes, we would recommend shaving said strokes in Holderness and Bourne. Imagine being out on the course on a beautiful Tuesday in St. Louis, wearing your Holderness and Bourne, and knowing that you got 15% off by using promo code TMA15 at hbgolf.com. Yeah, check out their new spring styles and colors at hbgolf.com, and you get 15% off when you use the promo code TMA15. Holderness and Bourne has absolutely nailed the fit of their shirts because their approach is tailored but not tight, even for those who wear a bigger size. H&B polos have a more polished look than other golf polos because the sleeves don't hang past your elbows and there's not a bunch of fabric crowded around the shoulders, so you can swing free and easy all summer long. Go to hbgolf.com with the promo code TMA15, and perhaps you can walk out to the backyard, the Barnoff region, maybe that would be the place to do it. And now you've created a celebrity green. That would be clubhouseturf.com, and you can see it for yourself. It's what John Rahm has done. It's what Max Homa have done. And it's now what a number of St. Louisans have done as well, and that is create their own green in the backyard with Clubhouse Turf. Each Clubhouse Turf signature green is unique in design. Whether creating a replica hole like the 12th at Augusta or the 2nd at Belle Reve, Clubhouse Turf can create your own backyard golf experience that your family and friends will enjoy for years to come. Call Clubhouse Turf today, St. Louis's exclusive partner, Celebrity Greens and Golf Digest, best in golf, and start improving your game today. 314-834-2339. That's 314-834-2339, or visit clubhouseturf.com. Let them know you're a TMA listener, and TMA sent you their way. John Denton of MLB.com joining us on the other side of the break. Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day at 9:45. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Milagro means miracle, Doug, like it's a Milagro that people actually spend all day on the TMA fan page. Milagro also means tequila when it is time for cocktails. All Milagro tequila is handcrafted in small batches from a state-grown 100% blue agave in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico. This award-winning tequila is renowned for its superior craftsmanship and modern sophistication, offering an authentic, elegant spirit experience. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York, New York. Please enjoy Milagro tequila responsibly.
family.
This is Doug Biggs from the Longo Biggs Injury Law Firm, and I want to talk to you about what happens when you get in a car accident. Hopefully most of you never will be, but if you are, the first few days after an accident can be critical. Unfortunately, from the moment your case begins, the insurance company is going to be working against you trying to minimize their payout. You're probably going to get a call from an adjuster who seems nice, who seems worried about your well-being, but what they're actually trying to do is get a statement from you to use against you later. Insurance companies have specialized systems and thousands of workers who follow a playbook to pay you as little money as possible. At Longo Biggs Injury Law, we know the playbook and we can fight back. If you or a loved one is injured in an accident, visit our website or Google Longo Biggs Injury Law.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
Hello, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalia's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosaliascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
The Dotum After Party at the Normandy Pavilion will happen both days after the tournament, May 18th and 19th. Brought to you by CJC Transport. We improve transportation bottom line, one load at a time. After 18 holes of golf, come hang with your buds and TMA guys for food, drinks, and fun. And nudity, or at least most of those things. While you're there, get you a CJC Transport cocktail, smash burgers from Rockstar Tacos, and the fine folks from Evolution Festival will be on site sampling 9 different bourbons and whiskeys, like Yellowstone Select Bourbon, Rebel 100 Straight Rye Whiskey, and more. Plus, CJC Transport will be hosting a single long putt challenge with your chance to score $2,500. The Dotum After Party. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
Hey, it's Jackson from Arcana. TMA listeners have a lot to think through financially. Saving for retirement and college while also paying bills and enjoying life along the way. Whether you're like me and starting your financial planning, or if you're already retired, call Mark Hanna. Mark works with you to design a strategy to do your finances right. It's a straightforward approach that starts with a 15-minute phone call to discuss your needs. Visit evergreenstl.com or give Mark a call at 314-889-0503 today. Mark Hanna offers securities through Equitable Advisors and insurance and annuity products through Equitable Network, LLC.
Driving the ball 300 yards is cool and impresses your buddies, but scoring amounts to getting the ball in the hole. Thus, the best way to lower your scores is to improve your short game. If you want a golf green that putts true and gives you real grass performance when practicing chips, pitches, and bunker shots, the only company to call is Clubhouse Turf, St. Louis's exclusive partner of Celebrity Greens. Each Clubhouse Turf signature green is unique in design and can create your own backyard golf experience that your family and friends will enjoy for years to come. Call Clubhouse Turf today at 314-802-6229. Or visit them online at clubhouseturf.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Have you been thinking about buying a new home, but you're a little scared because of all these crazy headlines about how difficult it is to find the perfect home? Good thing for you, you know the expert. We will navigate you through the process to ensure you're getting the right home and the right home loan. And with our 10-day closing guarantee, you will be in the home of your dreams by the end of the month. Ready to see just how easy buying a home can be? It all starts today at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Is your basement leaking? Do you have cracks in your foundation or brickwork? If so, Stratum Structural Systems has you covered. At Stratum, we provide prompt and trustworthy basement waterproofing, foundation, and crack repair services to ensure your basement is dry for years to come. Are you finishing your basement? Stratum is also our area's leading installer of egress windows, which are now required if you're finishing the basement. Winner of the 2022 BBB Torch Award, Stratum Structural Systems. StratumRepair.com.
Mother's Day is this weekend. Shopping for mom is always tough. What do you give to the person who has given you and your family everything? This year, give the gift that will mean more than anything, and give the gift that will last forever. And that gift is a Sound Story. Sound Story is a 1-hour interview professionally produced at the Hubbard Studios here in St. Louis. The way it works is your mom picks the date, the person she wants to do the interview, and then comes into the studio for a conversation about her life, the lessons she's learned, and the family she loves. And right now, for Mother's Day, enter promo code TMA for 20% off a Sound Story gift card at mysoundstory.com. With a gift card to Sound Story, you're able to take care of Mother's Day shopping in a matter of minutes, and you're able to give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Mom will love the experience of sharing her stories, and your family, both today and years from now, will love to have the stories saved forever. Just go to mysoundstory.com, enter promo code TMA at checkout, and save 20% off your Sound Story gift card, and give Mom the perfect Mother's Day gift.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
'Twas the night before Dotum, and all through the bar were the sounds of Iggy talking about being cucked on the hood of a car. Yep, it's the return of the legendary Night Before Dotum Party, 7 p.m., May 17th at Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills. Brought to you by the EDF Group. Join Tim, Doug, Iggy, Plowsy, Action Jackson, and Lisa Ann. Experience the return of the Lisa Ann dating game and take advantage of drink specials all night. Plus try their house specialty Reuben rolls or take part in the wing eating contest. By the way, it's free to get in. Find out more at tmastl.com.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at tmastl.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Now, back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
Doug, this will get you fired up for Wrigley Field tonight.
Well, it should. I'm already fired up after this 2-game winning trend.
You never seem usual in the flesh.
What a great first line.
Cut your teeth on champions' rings on TV. We are proud of our address.
Proud of our address?
In a baseball town where everyone's envy. But every team is like Wainwright's curveball, Carpenter's on base again. Yada calls a perfect game.
I could listen to this all day, but guess who's in studio here? Look, it's Tom Schmidt from Salt Smoke.
Tom.
Hey.
Oh,
hey.
Hey.
There it is.
What a treat this is.
My man.
And
This
now
is a
there's
treat.
is there a little there's some kind of animal for the location? Oh, hey, barbecue, which is right by me.
It's a cartoon rack of ribs with a face and
it says, oh,
arms, and his name is Robert Ribford because he's a hunky redhead.
Oh, and that's your
Come on, man.
That's your new marketing guy.
We've really,
what the hell?
we're really going to the next level.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Robert Rid.
Did you hire somebody from Lower Manhattan to handle it? Salt and Smoke is a long-time sponsor of TMA. And look, Tom brought in ribs for you. He looked around to make sure Roderick wasn't around, to make sure that you got them, and they're here for your birthday.
Last time he brought them in, the cat and Charlie ate them.
Right in front of you, taunting you.
They attacked it like the Rams' offensive line or something.
That's
They were
right.
gone.
Wild
There's nothing left
jackals.
but splinters by the time they got through there. I got nothing.
Tom, how's everything at Salt and Smoke?
Everything's great.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed how bronze Doug is right now? You look like
to-
a golden bear right now.
Well, I've been out in the sun a little bit.
So attractive.
Okay, knock it off.
He came in here with some ribs to flirt with you.
That's right.
I guess so.
Put that meat in your
now
mouth.
you brought that up.
Bronzed? I think there's a yellow light, I think. Remember how yellow I was when we first started in here?
Jaundiced?
It's jaundiced. Eat some ribs, it'll help. You have the Ballpark Village location, which is where we will be for TMA Day at the Ballpark, and that is on June 14th. And you get your tickets at tmastl.com. We'll be broadcasting live from the Ballpark Village location.
Yeah, a little
Can't wait.
breakfast pony.
Breakfast pony, Doug.
That seems like it's got to be the best location in all of downtown St. Louis right there, isn't it?
It's great. It's great.
bet.
It's absolutely. It's packed all the time. The energy's great. There's tons of people from out of town and local people and Cards fans. And anyway, it's a great vibe. It's a lot of fun.
And Tom was telling me, we were talking about it during the commercial break, that he said a lot of people do visit St. Louis, tourists, and that many of them head to Salt and Smoke. How about that?
Oh, I bet they do.
My cousin
Yeah.
coming in from Milwaukee on Thursday, going to Salt and Smoke.
Boom,
He isn't, is he?
Boom,
they
boom,
should.
boom.
Gosh.
As they should.
For lunch and dinner. Not
That's
just,
the thing,
not
lunch
just
and dinner.
lunch.
That's exactly
Oh, yeah.
right.
No, it's busy all
Both
the time.
meals, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm addicted to the burnt end toasted ravioli.
Thank you.
Addicted to the burnt end toasted ravioli, Doug.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
You want people to get addicted?
That's right.
I don't know what's going on with those things, but they are absolutely incredible.
You know, when I was in Italy as part of my world travels, I noticed they don't have toasted ravioli, and I thought wouldn't that be a great treat to start that in Italy when people
You're interested
come
in
over?
expanding to Italy?
It seems like a big miss for Italy.
It does.
At large. Yeah.
It's easy to do, and everybody loves them, and you could have them everywhere for the tourist, if nothing else, and they think, oh, I'm getting a bit of Italy. Well, you're not. You're getting a bit of St. Louis.
Right.
We'll try to get a trade commission over there or something.
So you are going to work on it.
No, that's right.
It would work.
Yeah.
First Ballpark Village, now Rome.
They have some stuff to learn over there.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can learn a lot.
They're close. They haven't quite figured it out.
No.
Salt and Smoke. How many locations are you up to now?
We have 4 Salt and Smokes and 1 Ojai in Kirkwood, and we're opening a second Ojai in 2 weeks in Crestwood.
Oh, is that
at the new
right?
Crestwood Schnucks.
There
Yes,
you
sir.
go.
Oh,
how about that?
The
Yeah.
Schnuck, not the new Deerbergs across the street, but the Schnuck. The Schnucks
Schnucks.
had to ramp up their game to compete.
Yeah,
And they called you in to ramp it up.
That's right. That's
ramped it
right.
up.
We're hoping to make more of an impact than Contreras as the new kind of signing here. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I see what you did.
Plowhawk, just like we were in Parliament. tapped on the council.
All for that.
Tom Schmidt, Salt and Smoke. We'll be there on June 14th. Check it out. Oh Hey Barbecue is at Schnucks. Now it will be in Crestwood, also in the Kirkwood location, and 4 St. Louis area locations, including Ballpark Village, the Hampton Avenue one. And where are the other 2? U City, the original. Right?
U City, and then Main Street in St. Charles,
Street, St.
old
Charles.
historic Main Street there.
You have to bounce around each one of them every day, or you've got managers you trust?
I bounce around a
You're on
little bit.
vacation
Sometimes
now?
I don't bounce around. Mix it up.
What's the goal? You gonna be nationwide at some
Well, I
point?
guess it's the Italian stores.
What's that?
You want to expand to Italy is the goal.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
that's an obvious first step.
Just an obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a straight line generally for barbecue restaurants.
You franchise started in Italy.
That's Tom from Salt and Smoke. Tom, great to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me in, guys.
Thanks
Good to
for the
see you.
food.
And isn't it great to see how bronze Doug is?
really that
He is
bronze.
golden.
He really is.
It's almost like an Oscar statue.
Oh, for heaven's sakes!
He really is, Doug.
See you guys.
See you, Tom.
I said,
There's
okay,
Tom
thanks,
and
Tom.
Ribbies. Thank
Thanks
you,
for the
Tom.
ribs. This
Tom
is a
from Salt and
treat and a
Smoke.
half.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to welcome to the program from MLB.com, John Denton. John, thank you for waiting patiently while a barbecue restaurateur flirted with one of my co-hosts.
Oh,
I'm all hungry now after hearing all that.
Oh.
well, you would be if you smelled these ribs.
Oh,
too.
they are really. It's the Salt and Smoke, man. I'm telling you. No joke. Last night, the Cardinals get the win. The story, Wilson Contreras, as it has been since Saturday morning. The thing that I was theorizing on this, and you're around, you got to see everything on Saturday, you got to see everything on Sunday, and then last night before and after is his return to Wrigley. I was thinking that it may be a benefit for him that the Cardinals went to Chicago right after this weekend of turmoil. If they would have gone to somewhere like Cincinnati where he had no ties and there would have been nobody in the stands, maybe it wouldn't have been easy to get refocused and get re-energized. But after what you reported, that conversation with Adam Wainwright and Jack Flaherty, he goes to Chicago, he's energized by the crowd, the boos, the cheers, it doesn't matter. And then he comes out and he hits the hell out of the baseball. His hardest hit ball was one that wound up being an out. That I wonder if that actually could wind up being a benefit that he had to go to Chicago right after this insane weekend. What do you think?
Yeah, Tim, I think he enjoyed being the heel last night. I think he enjoyed going back there and being booed. And, early in the day, he was talking about how he had seen Schwarber come back and he had seen Chris Bryant come back and all these guys, and he was worried. He's like, man, am I going to get cheered or am I going to get booed or whatever? And then when they started booing him, he's like, okay, bring it on, boo me more. And it kind of got him going, I think, and it really locked him in. And I mean, the 3 balls he hit were 103, 117, and 108 miles an hour. Like he really, like you said, he hit the heck out of the ball last night. He was kind of upset. He was kind of using it as motivation, and it really kind of helped him get past what's been maybe the weirdest week of his career.
Yeah, it was impressive how he bounced back. I know a lot of us were skeptical about the move of him not being a catcher anymore. You think maybe this will make him a better hitter, reach more of his potential as a hitter? Because when he gets going, he's really a good hitter.
Yeah, he's a really good hitter. He's one of the best offensive catchers in all of baseball. let's face it, he's the 3-time All-Star because of his bat, not because of his glove. And he's the guy. That's why he's here in St. Louis. That's why they gave him $87 million, was because of that bat. And I think last night just really dialed him in. If I'm going back to Chicago, where he played for 7 years, where he won a championship, he was coming back here to put on a show. And he's a guy who puts on. He's a guy who thrives when he's in the center of attention, and he's a guy who plays with an edge, and he's a guy who doesn't care if he, upsets the other team. And like he likes being an irritant on the other team, even if that other team is the one he used to play for.
John Denton with us every Tuesday here on TMA. He will be on 101 ESPN coming up at 9:30, so we have a hard out situation. Once again, terrible time management on my part, with you pairing with Randy, Carey, and Brooke down the hallway coming up here. But I do want to kind of go into, we haven't talked since everything started up on Saturday morning. I expected them, John, if they lost on Sunday and lost 2 of 3 of the Tigers as a minimum, that some kind of move would be made. That's what I was saying all week on this show and on 101 ESPN. I never saw what happened on Saturday morning coming. The question I have for you is, you're there the whole time. You heard all the comments from Ali Marmol on Saturday morning, and then John Mozeliak seemingly changed course on Sunday. What is your analysis of what started on Saturday and where it is right now with Wilson Contreras?
Yeah, I think this decision was made after Friday night's game, and then Saturday was just downright bizarre. Like Saturday, we heard all different reasons. We heard that he might play the outfield, all this stuff, and I was just shaking my head the whole time. Like, I never bought into the outfield thing. I even said that to Ali Marmol early Sunday morning, like, he's not playing the outfield, right? Like, nobody buys that. I'm still confused by it. This is a Cardinal franchise right now that almost seems like they're grasping at straws for times. The outfield's a mess, so you take your number 1 prospect and you send him to the minor leagues. Zach Thompson's your best reliever all throughout spring. Didn't give up a run his first 8 outings. He struggles a little bit, and then all of a sudden you say, okay, he's going to be a starter now. Your pitching staff's a mess, and all of a sudden you take your $90 million catcher and you say he's not going to catch anymore. Like, that's stuff the Pirates do. That's stuff the Reds do, not the Cardinals. So it's been shocking to me to see some of the decisions, but hey, that's what they're going with now, so we'll see how it works out.
You can tell everybody's on edge when even Adam Wainwright kind of snapped at you there in the locker room for a bit. That's certainly not like him on a reasonable question.
Yeah, I believe Waino last night was the 3rd time he's apologized to me, and I told him, look, I've been in this business for 30 years. I've had Bill Parcells and Pat Riley and Chuck Daly yell at me before, so it didn't bother me. And that just summed up the frustration. Like, we all know Waino's the nicest guy on the planet. And, he takes one word and pounces on it and kind of overreacted. So, it just speaks to the frustration that the whole team was going through. Waino even told me yesterday, he said he didn't sleep a wink on Saturday night. He was so disappointed that he couldn't be the guy to break that losing streak. And it just really bothered him that he gave up those runs in the 5th inning and couldn't help the Cardinals break that losing streak.
Who gave you the worst blistering you've ever taken in the locker room?
I think Parcells. Of the names he gave, I'm gonna give my action to Parcells. What do you think?
Think? Well, actually, I'm gonna tell you what. You haven't covered sports until you've been around Tom Coughlin. I covered the Jaguars in Jacksonville. If you covered summer camp, you couldn't ask him a question if you're wearing sunglasses. Let's put it that way. That's how much of a drill sergeant he was.
What was his thing? If you weren't 15 minutes early, you were late. Wasn't that the deal?
Yeah. That's the old Vince Lombardi line. He was one of those guys who went out of his way to be a jerk. So he's probably in the Jerk Hall of Fame, no doubt about it.
Oh, nice. Clip that off. Yeah. I like that. Hey, final question, because I know you do have to go. But have you spoken with any of the pitchers? I mean, in other words, how did this all come to fruition? I would imagine, and I also could see none of the pitchers wanting to take responsibility for it based on the reaction to all of this. But did the pitchers go to management, whether it be Marmol, whether it be Mozeliak, whomever, and say, hey, this just isn't working out with Contreras. There was that exchange with Jack Flaherty last week where it was kind of insinuated that there would maybe a problem with the catching. Do you know how this got from, hey, he's our catcher to, hey, he's our outfielder / DH on Saturday?
Tim, the pitchers don't go to management; they go to Adam Wainwright. That's management. That's the next level of management right there.
He's the boss.
Wayno's the spokesman for everybody on the team. Wayno's the guy that everybody talks to, and that's why Wayno was involved in the meeting on Sunday. He met with Wilson before the game, after the game. He told him how much they love him, how much they trust him, and Wilson even pointed out last night that the conversation with Wayno changed everything. Like he said, it put him in a much better place. He's a guy who's been anxious about his performance. He's been disappointed with his performance. He called Yadier Molina because he said he was guilty. But Wayno was the spokesman kind of for the pitching staff, and he told them that some changes need to be made, and they assured Wilson that they believed in him. So instead of going to management or the coaching staff, most pitchers just go to Wayno and say, "Hey, can you help me with this?" So I think that's how it played out.
Boy, they're gonna miss him for a lot of reasons next year. We've already seen the void created by no Albert Pujols, and especially Yadier Molina this year. If Adam Wainwright's the
maybe he's the next manager.
I don't know if I'd see that.
You never know with Wayno. He's a talented guy. I think they're going to have to battle ESPN for him.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I agree with you. We always enjoy the conversation. Sorry that we're late today. I know you got to go on with the fine folks at 101 ESPN. John, thank you so much, as always. Fine, sir.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Take it easy. It's John Denton with us here on the program. So some insight there on the whole thing that they went to Wainwright. And a couple of things on this. This is one of the things I want to make sure I talk about. It's interesting to me, and Doug, we've now seen, combined. I go back to the 80s, and you as a fan going back when you were a kid. So we've got a lot of years we've seen. You have a guy coming over, I guess because he's been hitting. Maybe it hasn't gotten as much attention, but he has been the catcher. He is the replacement for Yadier Molina. He is a former Cub, for those who care about that part of it, and he's making a hell of a lot of money. And the pitching staff is garbage, and yet, I would think right now, if I did a Gallup poll, you would call it a Gallup poll, right?
I wouldn't, unless George Gallup Corporation does it.
On the Twitter tweets, what Wilson Contreras' approval rating was in St. Louis, I would think it's like 80+%.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone even thought to blame him for any of the problem.
Right. And also, I think people really like him. They like the way he goes about it, his enthusiasm, his passion, the way he's handled it couldn't have been more grade A, considering how awkward it is. And then if you asked for the approval rating on the manager and then the president of baseball operations, I think we'd be like in the teens.
Probably right at the moment, yeah.
So how strange is that when you lay it out that way? Now, I realize we're talking about John Mozeliak and Ali Marmol, and people don't like them. But I'm telling you, if we were in other markets, like if the Yankees had acquired a Red Sox player, I know they got Johnny Damon, for example, and Damon came over. Now, granted, he was an outfielder, and it wasn't the same situation as a catcher responsible for a whole pitching staff. But I would imagine they would be all over the former Red Sox. But in this case, it's the manager and the president of baseball operations who are getting grilled. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be. Make that clear. It's just Contreras has ridiculous equity, I think, with the fan base, even though he's only been here for 35 games, and it's not like it's been a great tenure.
Yeah. Well, I'm confused as to just how difficult it is to call a decent game behind the plate. I mean, is this rocket science? You've got a certain schedule that you know how you're going to pitch certain hitters. I mean, he's been in the league long enough. He's caught a world championship team. He certainly has the physical tools. Why all of a sudden can't he call a game?
Right.
And can't you, if there's something going on, can't you change that inning to inning? Can't you go to the mound and change something?
Guys, I was watching this clip of A.J. Przinsky, former Cardinal catcher. You saw that?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know how many times I'd put down, or a pitcher, the catcher puts down the sign for a slider, gets shook off. Slider, shook off, slider, shook off. Then what happens? The catcher calls timeout, walks out there and says, hey, it's your ball. You throw what you want to throw. But if you get rocked, just know that I think that this is the wrong pitch. He goes, but then there were guys like Zach Greinke, and famously in Houston, he just would mouth the words curveball.
He would tell you.
And then he would throw it and challenge the guy to hit it. But yes, now they can call. They have the little buttons to call their own game. If
We
they
saw
wanted to.
Ohtani do that. He called every pitch, pushing on the button that he had on his left bicep.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, you got to hit your strike zone as well. It's not just the pitch that you pick is going to be an automatic strike and kind of swing and miss.
You got to execute.
What if you miss your It's all on the pitcher. I'm sorry, catchers do have a part in it, but come on.
But take our step back even further than that. The president of baseball operations and the manager and whoever else is involved with this, I know those two get singled out in part because they're not real likable to the fan base, but they did sign the guy. If you read Ken Rosenthal's column yesterday, which I thought was the best one I've read on the topic, and I read everything yesterday because it detailed actual exchanges with John Mozeliak, and he talked with John Mozeliak, and John Mozeliak explained that it's, kind of hindsight to look at the Sean Murphy thing, which I would respectfully disagree with, but nonetheless, moving past that, the Cardinals were hesitant on Contreras because it is known around baseball about his deficiencies at the catching position when he's not hitting. And yeah, he's a good hitter, but he's a good hitter, important here, for a catcher. He is not a good hitter, important here, for a DH. And so if you have an expensive $87.5 million DH, that is a problem. So they were concerned. That's why they went down to Orlando to meet with him. And he convinced him in a job interview. I mean, job interviews aren't how you hire baseball players. You can tell somebody, I'm really going to hit this year. Well, I mean, if you've got, 14 years with a big league club and 7 of those with the rival in the division, you can get an idea of whether or not the guy can hit and also what they can do defensively. For whatever reason, the job interview convinced them to go that direction. I still think it was a panic overreaction to not getting Sean Murphy and not being comfortable trading Sean Murphy for Sean Murphy, but whatever. And then you have spring training, and some of the guys go to the World Baseball Classic. Contreras, who would have loved to have played in the World Baseball Classic, did not, so he could get familiar with the staff. The staff is a low-tier staff relative to other staffs in Major League Baseball, and it may be the worst staff of any team that is considered a contender for division title. And I really don't even know who would be in the mix on that conversation. And yet, whereas you're only committed to Miles Mikolas and Steven Matz beyond this year, you are committed to Wilson Contreras beyond this year and next year and the next year and the next year. And so to default to this lower caliber of pitching staff that this guy is the problem, even though he has caught a world championship team, and they did talk with, for example, John Lester about him, who was on that 2016 team and on the 2021 Cardinals, that you just pull the plug on him that quickly, it strikes me as throwing somebody under the bus. And I know everybody's talking about Mozeliak and Marmol doing it, but I would also put that on the pitching staff. And the reality is the pitching staff just isn't that good.
Right. 100%.
Now, this would be one thing if this were whatever year you would want to cite where the Cardinals had a great pitching staff. And the thing is, some of their incredible years, the pitching staffs you look back at and you go, God, those weren't really that good. But I would say the 2009 team, when you had Carpenter and Wainwright, 2 of the 3 top 3 in the Cy Young voting. Lincecum wound up winning because Carpenter and Wainwright split the votes. And if those two, with their track record, along with whoever else would have been a veteran on that staff with a track record, would have come to John Mozeliak if Contreras' situation was going on then and said, this is a mess. The preparation just is not there. This is a problem. But respectfully, it's Steven Matz, it's Miles Mikolas, it's Jack Flaherty, it's Jake Woodford. It's Jordan Montgomery, who you can say, well, he was really familiar with Yadier Molina. Well, he was here for 2 months with Yadier Molina, and Yadier Molina was like coaching basketball or something for a month.
Right, he was on summer vacation for a while.
So he really in Jordan Montgomery, unless Jordan Montgomery really fell hard for Yadier Molina in those 4 games he caught him. This isn't the Braves of the 1990s with Maddox, Smoltz, and Glavine. We knew the rotation was a problem going in, and so to blame the guy that, whether you like it or not, you've hitched your wagon to, is really, really just crappy management.
Yeah. Well, and if he's indeed going to be a designated hitter now, for the most part, maybe you got to move Gorman. Maybe he's the guy that you move to get a pitcher. because they can't
Really?
both DH.
Right.
Or Donovan, you got one too many people there. You don't want Gorman on the bench.
Dude, could you
he's got a lot of trade value.
Can you imagine the fan base if they got rid of Gorman? And I mean, you'll probably get a haul, maybe a really good starter, but nonetheless,
no, fans wouldn't be happy at all. But if this guy for the next 4 years is going to be primarily a DH,
I don't think that's what will happen. But I get what you're saying. Let's just play that out. Yeah, you're right. If that is the case, you are in that spot. That's why the Buster Olney interview, which we'll be doing in 25 minutes on 101 ESPN, that's why his tweet, which I just keep going back to because I think it's so important to drive this home. And you can't. I mean, you're welcome to. However you react to things is up to you. But they won on Sunday. They won on Monday. You still have problems here. I see how this works. I've been doing this for 20 years. I know the game. They win some games and people start jerking each other off, and I understand the program. But you still have bigger problems here. And as Olney said, it's difficult to overstate the impact of a shift of Contreras to a primary outfield/DH role. If that's what the Cardinals land, prospects will be blocked. Big dollars will be tied up. Lineup flexibility will be sacrificed. It is, as far as a baseball situation goes, it is a crisis. It is a crisis because it's not like you go, oh, well, let's just spin Contreras off. You are committed. You are committed $90 million to this guy. So to me, it's not on Wilson Contreras. It's on the organization. That's Bill DeWitt. Bill DeWitt is not a passive owner. I remember running into, well, before we got to really know each other in 2013, Albert Pujols' agent, Dan Lozano, when they signed the extension in 2004. And he was saying to us, he goes, boy, Bill DeWitt he's really involved. This is 2004. He is really involved. He is an active owner. Now, he doesn't get blamed like John Mozeliak does. If he wore bow ties more often and, talk down to people, maybe that he would, but that's not the way he operates. And so people allow likability to factor in who they blame and who they don't blame. And that's fine. That's human nature. But Bill DeWitt is active in this. And either way, John Mozeliak is his employee. Ali Marmol is his employee. And they signed a guy to $90 million who's now going to be a designated hitter while their last-place team tries to regain their footing. And maybe they will, and maybe they'll win 10 games. It doesn't change the fact that he is locked up to be your catcher beyond this year for another few years to the tune of $90 million, $87.5 million. How do you allow that to happen? And as Rosenthal pointed out, it's not like they didn't get a chance to see him. The Contreras caught 115 games against the Cardinals. How do you not know this? And then how do you pull the plug on it a month in?
Yeah, that's the latter part is what's so shocking is that.
Which shows it's panic, just like bringing in Helsley in the 7th inning last week. Oh, well, you got to do it. It's scream. They're all part of a puzzle. Throwing Tyler O'Neill under the bus in the 5th game. It's all part of a puzzle of a bigger problem. Except calling Tyler O'Neill out, that can go away whenever Marmol goes away or whenever O'Neill goes away. And my guess is both of them will not be in St. Louis this time next year. Yeah. I had to bet. But Wilson Contreras isn't going anywhere.
No.
And if Wilson Contreras isn't catching, that means he's DHing, which means then you have a less than optimal bat at that position, which we're supposed to be bringing him in for. And then that also means it blocks a spot for an optimal bat who was going to be your DH. Because again, good hitting catcher, mediocre hitting DH. Important to point that out. You would not spend $87.5 million on Wilson Contreras as a designated hitter.
Exactly.
I know people scoff at the idea of him being an outfielder, but he does have a good arm. He runs okay. We've seen some people play in left field that weren't exactly, Kurt Flood out there.
Matt Adams.
It's possible that he could be a left fielder and Newt Barr your center fielder and Walker your right fielder in the next few years. That could possibly be your outfield. At least that wouldn't force you to deal Gorman. Get you a better guy behind the plate. I could see how they could think that that's possible. You would think that maybe they would have worked on that at spring training if they thought that possibility was out there.
Right.
But I think he hits probably better than any other outfielder they have right now.
Yeah.
So I think you do want his bat in the lineup somewhere.
Absolutely. But the problem, like now Gorman with the bad bat, like you're making him play second, and where's Donovan fit into all this? And Kisner is now in the lineup, like Tim was saying. It's not ideal. Like the ideal is Contreras behind the plate.
Well, it could be that this is just a blip on the radar, and 2 weeks from now we'll say, remember that when they took Contreras out at catcher, and he could be back there every night. That possibility is out there.
If he's catching, and I think they're going to wind up doing that. I think Saturday, I don't know how that messaging took place. I suppose in the whole scheme of things, it doesn't matter. I don't think I'll forget this. There are some things that happen over the years with the Cardinals that I forget. I don't think I'll forget this. This was such a stunning thing that took place. And then the reversal of it on Sunday with John Mozeliak saying, no, he's not going to be outfield. He's going to be, well, Ollie Marmol, your manager, said he was going to play in left, but okay, fair enough. That it just shows absolute chaos. And I think John Denton said it perfectly. This is what the Pirates do. This is what the Reds do. And nobody's really paying attention there.
Yeah.
But here, for the biggest free agent signing for a non-Cardinal, they've spent bigger money on players, but a player who is coming from the open market, unheard of. All right, we'll have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today coming up here in a matter of moments. If you're in an accident, things can spiral out of control quickly. You might have medical bills piling up. You might not be able to work or provide for your family, and you're probably getting the runaround from the insurance company you've been talking to. Do not fight this fight alone. C.D. Longo and Doug Biggs of the Longo Biggs Injury Law Firm will take all the complication and hassle out of your injury claim. They will deal with the insurance company and take the fight head on, allowing you to get back to what's important, which is recovering from your injuries. Injury cases can be complex. Each case and accident is different, and every fact is important. When building a case, people often wonder how injured victims get large settlements or verdicts, and the short answer is because they're represented by effective and skilled lawyers who understand how to get every dollar out of their case, and that's what you'll get at Longo Biggs Injury. Go to longobiggs.com, work with CD Longo and Doug Biggs, and you will be working with them. They won't be just delegating that to somebody else in the office. You will be working with one of the two of them. It's Longo Biggs. Longo Biggs Injury Law accepts personal injury, wrongful death, brain injury, and other catastrophic injury cases. Go to longobiggs.com. Remember, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements. I'd like to tell the great people about VIP Auto Accessories and the wonderful Tommy Cibulka of VIP Auto Accessories. Commercial van and truck upfitting. It is VIP. They also have graphic solutions for retail office space, walls, floors, windows, and of course vehicles, you name it. VIP does it. VIP offers quality and the ability to get it all done at one place, and that is so key. Design Air works with them. Munganess St. Louis Acura, Dalton Toyota works with them. It's VIP Auto Accessories. Tommy wants you to call him directly, 314-428-3900, or you can email him at tommy.cibulka at VIP Auto Accessories. That's VIP Auto Accessories, the great Tommy Cibulka at VIP Auto Accessories. And while you're there, you should probably think about it.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what
I have to log into the email. If one of the four of you could talk about something that interests you for 30 to 60 seconds, thank you.
Doug, all your money on the Celtics minus 7.5
There you
tonight.
go. You just made money for your birthday.
Who are they playing?
Philly. Game 5.
My money's on the Celtics and Tatum.
Yeah, minus 7.5 all day. They're not gonna falter.
Well,
like
not
last
all
game.
day, for about 3-4 hours, and then I might change my mind.
Do the Panthers sweep the Leafs tonight?
Yes.
Gosh, I hope not.
Leafs ain't gonna survive.
No, they won't come
They're
down.
just,
They're
yeah,
down
they're
3-0.
just
Yeah.
with that.
How many
mindset.
teams have come back from 3-0?
Three.
3? Jeez.
What's the most recent one? I feel like there was one recent.
There was one recent.
Was it the Kings?
Oh my God!
The Red Sox came back against the Yankees.
Yeah, no,
and
yeah,
won the World Series
in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, I'm changing sports.
The
remember.
last
My
time.
nurse would know.
She's on assignment.
She's on assignment, though. You're right.
You know, we just take them one at a time. We only have to win tonight. That's what they're saying in Toronto. Win tonight. Take your chances.
Ryan O'Reilly will be a god after they come
Kings
back.
over
from
the
this.
Sharks.
I did. I shipped it.
When was that?
2014 Western Conference first round.
Wow.
There have been 202 teams that have had to be in the situation. Only 4 have done it, Doug.
Yeah.
Facts, no one tell.
Well, to beat any team 4 times in a row is hard to do, much less a playoff team.
Right. But that's why we
That's why
strap
we
on
play
the
games.
skates.
Yeah. That's why we play the game.
Strap on.
Jackson, you talked to your opponent yet?
No. I don't think Thursday's going to work for our second round.
Gotcha.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jackson's jobber's down. Look, Doug.
Why won't it work?
I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it, Kate.
Okay.
Don't worry about me. If you guys want to play, go right ahead. I'll figure out my own deal.
Who are you playing, KG, you know, Tune?
I got Flip Wilson.
Well, that might be a good pairing for me and Cletus.
Yeah.
I'm available all day Thursday.
Now we got to do. We got to do a thing.
Yeah.
We have a thing.
We got a thing. We got to do. We got a little thing we got to take care of. You'll find out about it in the papers.
In the papers.
The papers and the papers.
Get the papers.
Time for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. These Redbirds have some problems. Tim is right. Again. This Contreras guy is a good hitter for a catcher, not a DH, which means we got a hole at the DH position. What kind of mamby-pamby does a bat flip after drawing a walk?
Oh.
Stop it!
Okay.
Don't even get me started with the manager in the front office. As Colonel Flagg on MASH said, Caramba, the fish stinks from head down. And our thumpers, they're on the corners. Combined age of about 112. Wait till July rolls around and Goldie wears down again. Every year. 2014, broken hand. 2022, I'm tired. Wow, Paul Goldschmidt getting held accountable for his Arizona.
What has he done lately? Although he is a guy that you might want to use as a DH down the road.
Or a trade piece.
Possibly if you finish in last place.
But this email is about it being my sexual partner's birthday and want the world to know he is both a gentle and rough lover. Just the way I like it. Nay, just the way I love it.
No.
You like when somebody says nay?
No, I hated it. It sounds like a horse.
Magical hands and magical glands. Oh, it's from a lady. Her name is Sharon, and then her last name is Dongs.
Oh, okay. Is that Korean?
I don't have the ethnicities.
Okay.
Wow.
Unless they identify themselves as ASMR Ting Ting.
Yeah. Sharon Dong.
43.
Sup, Doug, birthday, sex, all of it. Get it, got it, Flocky the Smurf.
Okay. Flocky the Smurf.
Dear Doug, I hope this letter finds you well. I wanted to take a moment to express my deepest admiration and affection for you. You may not know me personally, but I have been an avid listener of your HD2 radio show for quite some time now. From the moment I heard your voice, I was captivated. Your witty banter, insightful commentary, and charming personality have kept me tuning in every chance I get. But it's not just your on-air presence that I find so captivating. There's something about you, something that I can't quite put into words that is still in my heart. I know it may sound silly, but I feel like I know you. I know that you love an ice-cold Arnold Palmer, that you have a soft spot for glowworm, and that you're a dog person. I know that you're passionate about your work and that you have a kind heart. These are all qualities that I deeply admire and respect. The truth is, Doug, I've developed feelings for you. I know that we've never met, and that you have no idea who I am.
No.
But I can't help how I feel. There's a part of me that wants to reach out and tell you everything, but I know that's not realistic. Instead, I'll continue to listen to your show and imagine what it would be like to be with someone as wonderful as you.
Ugh.
Thank you for bringing joy and happiness into my life, even though it's just through a radio show. With all my heart, Cal.
Cal?
What a
Cal
sweet,
Kennedy?
What a sweet sentiment.
I think it was DraftKings Cal.
It was.
DraftKings Cal.
DraftKings Cal is Buzz?
No. I don't think so. No. They're not.
Wow, that would have been quite a turn.
Maybe one of them's Arbor Day. I can never.
That would have disappointed me.
So, yeah, are we done talking about the founding fathers eating ass? Little known fact that George Washington's presidency, Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton was unofficially known as the Secretary of Butt Stuff.
He wasn't.
I didn't know that.
He was not.
That's interesting.
Is that why Lin-Manuel Miranda did the play?
He was killed by Aaron Burr, right?
Spoiler alert.
Well, yeah, for real, spoiler.
Oh.
Hamilton bought all sorts of innovations in butt shrub maintenance to the highest levels of society in New York and Philadelphia, but it never caught on in D.C. until centuries later. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote a musical number about trimming your butt shrubs before getting your salad tossed, but it ended up on the cutting room floor.
Oh. Wow.
Ours is the type of presentation where listeners feel free to drop in at any time and clarify all the specific ways they have not been anally serviced.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true.
Based on caller Buzz's statements that he's never gotten on all fours and been fingered, his knees have never gone above his head, and his wife has never put on a strap-on and inserted it, we can deduce he gets fingered standing up and or lying down.
Yeah,
He only gets on all fours when he wants his ass eaten, and his wife manually inserts the strap-on into his hole with her hands like that friend of Tucker's who had to wield Old Purple in that apartment behind Uncle Bill's in Baldwin. Doug, what I just
Don't say Old Purple.
Oh, I remember that story.
That's from Buck
I think I
Swope.
do too.
I actually don't. How did I forget that?
There was a
It was way
couple
before
that
my
was
time.
meeting another couple or somebody at
Uncle
an
Bill's.
apartment behind Uncle Bill's.
And there was a purple dildo?
And then
The
it started
purple
like
dildo was inserted, and then he had to go get like lunch or like dinner.
He was, like,
and
wandering
came
around there,
back
wasn't
and
he?
Wandering around with the dildo, like in his
by
hand.
Uncle Bill's.
Buck Swope with a nice little historic email.
It was Founding Father talk. That's what we have for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. What you got?
I'm going to have to go with that last one, Buck Swope and his Uncle Bill's reference. I didn't like
I
the
did
term
like that
Old
one.
Purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go Buck.
Buck Swope is shipped!
Okay.
The Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. You know, you combine next week with the Dotum. You know, Buck Swope will be omnipresent.
Yeah, well.
Maybe he's the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month for the month of May. Keep an eye on Buck
I
Swope.
assume he'll wear his sport coat to the golf
The green jacket.
Of course.
That's right.
Of course. And he'll take just a few pictures.
Does he play?
No.
I don't know if he plays. I would think he's a ball striker. Wouldn't you think he's a
I would
ball
think
striker?
with the sport coat on.
Right. But he'll be taking pictures, though. He doesn't take them.
He's a shutter spook.
Maggie O'Brien's next Wednesday, Lisa Ann dating game. Juan from PP Corp. Do you want to participate? The win gets a dinner with Lisa Ann at Olive and Oak. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. We are accepting girl-girl couples, too. We decided we would do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think bringing that testosterone to the table is a
With
big
the
factor
girl?
there.
We're going to go right
Yeah.
from the softball field to the party.
Maggie O'Brien, Sunset Hills next Wednesday night. Then the Dotum presented by Michelob Ultra Thursday and Friday next week. We're going to have a feast on a drive-in, and we have Rockstar Tacos for lunch, and then we have Rockstar Smash Burgers, and then there's going to be a putt on the 18th green to win $2,500.
Oh, really?
How about that?
$2,500?
How about that? Here's what we got. Dotum After Party at the Normandy Pavilion both days after the tournament, brought to you by CJC Transport. Welcome aboard to CJC Transport.
Yeah.
Nice.
CJC.
They improve your transportation, bottom line, one load at a time. After 18 holes of golf, come hang with your friends of the Feather and TMA guys for food, drinks, and fun. The after party will feature a CJC Transport cocktail. It's John Daly. Smash burgers from Rockstar Taco, and the fine folks from Evolution Fest will be on site sampling 9 different bourbons and whiskeys, like Yellowstone Select Bourbon, Rebel 100 Straight, Rye Whiskey, and more. Plus, CJC Transport will be hosting a single long putt challenge with your chance to win $2,500. I had one of those putts last year.
What'd you do?
At an event. The thing is, a bunch of people gather around, and even though I'm like F off, most y'all hoes could never beat me anyway.
That's what you said to them.
Catch me at the club.
Yep. I thought, I can't leave it short. And so then you don't putt it right. It's one of those misnomers. Got to get it to the hole. Well, then if you hit it too hard, you don't play the line.
And you look
So
like
if
an
leave it
ass
short-
for slapping
Well,
it.
but I mean, but then
Never up, never in.
That might be
So
accurate,
it's like,
too.
okay, so I'm just going to blast it past, and I never got a chance. Because I could hit that putt, Doug. I could hit that putt.
We saw you do it against
$5,000?
Nagel.
That's true. Yeah, I think the putt against Nagel was actually longer than the one that was for $5,000.
You hit 2 that day that were both 50 feet at
and
least.
while I am incredible,
Well,
in fairness, I got to see you guys putt in front of me, so I got to see the line 4 different times.
Boy, were they good putts. Mine, I know, it didn't have a line.
Skip was breaking down the match, and he goes, honestly, with a couple of those guys, and I don't know who he's talking about.
Me.
You were one of them.
Yeah, fine.
I would have been the other one.
I think probably he was talking about his former student, honestly, who was MFing Skip over his putt on number 5. Because you might not want to watch their putts and then kind of watch the others.
And he was accurate, too. There were 2 putts I know I did that I wouldn't have watched. And I watched
You were
them.
the one who struck them.
And I wish I wouldn't have seen them.
So somebody's going to have a chance in front of a large gallery of intoxicated Hoosiers and walruses, Doug, to watch somebody roll in a putt for $2,500. I don't know how long the putt is, but CJC Transport will have that for you at Normandy.
The first one who makes it gets the money?
No, I think no. It's not like everybody just keep going. I think you will win a chance to have the putt. Like I had.
see.
I won the chance to have the $5,000 putt.
Right.
And then just blew it past. Like off the green.
Yeah.
On a putting green, on a practice green, too.
Do you leave in tears?
My son was disappointed, I think.
Yeah.
And I hate to disappoint my son.
Jameson picked up Tim and walked him to the car.
He played his first round with me this past
Really?
Sunday. I mean, not round, but played 3 holes. And with another guy and his 9-year-old daughter. We were just out there having fun. And then I missed a birdie putt on 5, no less, too, which I did birdie when we had a
that was
nice day on.
outstanding.
And I left the putt short, and I kind of was like, that's really terrible, especially since we're not really playing for anything. And he goes, oh, you missed that because you're a junk player.
That's what he said to you.
And then the guy we were playing with as a 9-year-old daughter were like, wow, this guy's great. And I go, this is a 5-year-old.
You need to bring him on the course more.
I go, this guy's a problem is what he is.
A little mouthy.
A little mouthy at 5.
Yeah.
Speaking a little mouthy, Jackson and I are going to get it handed to us down the hallway. But Buster Olney's going to be with us in 7 minutes, so flip on over to 101 ESPN. He will be with us in 7 minutes on 101 ESPN for balloon party time for us to shut it down. KG, no time. You are not in tomorrow. Is that correct?
Can't be here tomorrow. If you need me, I'm available Thursday and Friday.
Oh, there you go.
Right,
we don't know Iggy's COVID status, but thank you for coming in on short notice. And I guess producer Joe is going to sit in there tomorrow.
That'd be great.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I would be stunned and happy as hell.
That'd be amazing. No chance.
He could get a lot off his chest.
No chance in hell.
But he would know. Iggy wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Wow. He could sit here. I could go back there.
Soccer got a double shoot this weekend.
We haven't had him
you
on.
Talk about somebody who just MF everybody when they started texting in.
Oh, man. That would be so... the last time he was in was like when I was shadowing Gangster Pete.
Oh,
and that was like... December of 2020.
And the knot on his head has gone down since he got bopped on that stoop.
I'm just going to text him now, and he's going to look at it go, what in the hell? Want to come in and co-host tomorrow.
No Ken.
Iggy is out with COVID.
That last sentence is key.
That's the key. I couldn't leave that out there. Well, KG No 10, thank you for coming in once again.
Not a problem.
We are very grateful. Time for us to shut it down for the Plowhawk, for KG and O-Town, for Action Jackson, and for the ill Kenneth Iggy Strode, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Sullivan Vaughn, up to McCurtain the Spin, Ryan Kelly, morning after from the Michelob Ultra Stews.
They say